I know, what a weird time for me to go live. I'm usually the night owl, but it's nap time. I just put Louise down for her nap, and fingers crossed she cooperates with nap time today. I hear her crying a little bit, but she usually cries after she finishes her bottle, and then she kind of just lays down and takes a nap. But I thought I'd come down here and open some mail that I've been sitting on for quite some time. I got, I believe, a block in. I think that's what was mailed in by Ingrid. And then I also got some mail from an order that I made on Etsy, and I'm really, really excited about this product to try it and see what I think about it. I have been toying with the idea of going back to recording videos because in some ways that's easier sometimes to record something real quick and then upload it. Sometimes it's hard to go live with our schedule. So, if I get a few moments to myself, I can record something and put it up. Hello, Amy! And so, yeah. How are you doing today? So I'm going to open that up, maybe start doing some recorded videos again. I think that'll also help with my consistency because I did make the announcement that I think I'm only going to do lives, like for sure lives on Fridays with Heather because it's just more manageable. I'm so tired. So I just think that's what's going to work for me. So maybe we'll do some recorded videos again. I'm kind of liking that idea. We'll give it a go and see what we think. But I do want to show you guys before I open up this mail how nice the basement looks because we had the dealer, I guess the repair person for the dealer, come again today. My timing went out on my machine and they came last week and they fixed it. So I was able to finish the quilt that I was working on, which was that Bargello quilt, and send it off, and that was great. But I did notice that it was still making a concerning noise. It was like clacking a lot, which was concerning because I was like, I don't know if I want to load another quilt on this if it's making this noise, because what if it is something and it progresses into something bigger and something combusts? Who knows? It's a very expensive machine, so I was just, concerned about the noise that it was still making. And so he came this morning at 8:30, and he's a rock star. It was kind of funny because hi Lynn! Hey Beth, not caught you live for a while. Just got in from work and chilling, catching up with YouTube. Hello! Hope your work day's going well. I'm doing well, working on some quilt blocks and binding my Halloween quilt I made in 2020 and quilted last year. Ooh, I'm excited to see it. Make sure to put it in the Discord because I've been really enjoying Halloween quilts this year. I'm not a huge Halloween person really, but I think as the kids get older, I'm starting to enjoy it more because they've always just been too young for me to be like, oh my god, it's Halloween! And plus, my parents weren't really big into Halloween either, so I'm getting more into it, and I made that Boo quilt, and I kind of want to buy another pattern that was just released by Woolly Petals. If you haven't seen it yet, it's another ghost quilt. I mean, you can't have too many of those, right? Hi, Christine. Oh my gosh, Christine made a beautiful block for the quilt that we are all sitting in blocks for, and she sent a picture of it last night. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. I want to work it into the quilt, but I'm also thinking that it's so awesome that maybe we can find a way to frame it almost. So we'll see. I think it's really cool, and it'd be something that they would hang up too. So we'll see. Hi, Carissa. I was at work yesterday, and we all know that means the quilt shop, and I was planning on getting some wide backing. I'm going to get some black and gray wide back for the quilt top that you sent in so that I can load it and start quilting it out. But the good angel on my shoulder told me, Beth, wait another week or so, because I did spend some money at Steel City Quilt Co. from my friend Heather. I spent some money there, and we ordered the kids' Halloween costumes, which I'm so excited about. I'm happy you like it. Maybe a back patch. That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be really cool. I think I want it in the quilt, but I'm like, it's so awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited. I will share. I'm calling it I Am a Table Runner because that's what it was supposed to be. Then hubby said, ooh, make me a Halloween quilt. I love it. I love it. That happened to my Halloween table topper too, Amy. I need to go buy the Bring Your Booze pattern. It released when I was at the beach and totally forgot until yesterday. I need to buy it. It's such a fun pattern. Yeah, I'm really excited for that quilt. I did drop it off at Casey Makers, so I'm sorry I should have sent... No. You sent a whole quilt top. I am completely fine with buying some fabric for the backing. You were more than generous to send a quilt top. I've been looking at what I think would like blend well with the top, and I want to get a wide back so I don't have to piece it or anything. So, yeah, I just have been trying to like space out my purchases because Austin's gonna kill me if I buy anything else. I just feel like I've been like going crazy, but we did get the costumes for the kids, and let me be honest, hi Sean, what's up? I don't hate you, I love you. What's up? How's your day? I hate buying costumes. It's such a scam. They're like $30 for a costume that is like a centimeter thin, and it gets cold in Kansas come Halloween. So they're freezing their booties off, and they wear it one time, and it never fits. They never fit right, So what I did was the kids really love PJ Masks. And if you're not like familiar with that, it's just some cartoon animated show that they really like. And there's 3 of them. And Addie really likes Catboy. Zoe really likes Owlette. And Louise is just by default Gecko, okay? She's just Gecko because that's how it works out when you're the 3rd kid. You just get decided for her. And so each of them have their own color, blue, red, green. And so I got them like sweatpants and like sweatshirts. And I'm going to use my Cricut finally. That should be alive. That'll be very entertaining, I think. And I'm going to put the logos. I'm going to do the heat transfer vinyl. And I'm going to make them... their sweatshirts have the logo, and maybe if I have time, I'll make them capes, and then I got them masks. So that way they can wear those again, and they're going to be warm. And we didn't get a mask for Louise, so we just, her sweatshirt just has Gecko on it. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to I'm literally just putting vinyl on there, but I was like, I'm not spending $100 on something that's going to fall apart, not keep them warm, and they're going to wear one time. I'm going to spend $100 on these sweatsuits, pretty much. But with the Prime Day, if you guys don't know, they have Prime Day right now. I saved a lot of money. They were like $10. But getting costumes for kids is really expensive. We've always just done buy nothing and gotten them for free because, again, we're not huge on it, and they're so young all the time, so... Hi, Kathy. Carissa, so funny how that works. It was my 3rd quilt I ever made. What are they going to be? PJ Masks. Yeah, I'm so excited. So that will be coming in the mail soon. I think it's supposed to come today. And I'll break out the Cricut, and you guys can go on that journey with me because I swear the only thing that thing has done is collect dust. So... So I have 2 things to open today, and then maybe I'll actually be productive and do some sewing. I've been in a sewing funk for a while. I just don't know what it is, but now that the basement's clean, which I did say I was going to show you, the basement is so nice and tidy. I came down here the other day, and I'm like, well, if I'm not in the mood to sew, I better be in the mood to clean it up so that when I come down here the next time, I want to sew. I apologize in advance for the ring light. It's going to burn your eyes. Look away. And then there's the rest of the basement, all nice and clean. All of the toys are put away. The floor is clean. So I'm really, really loving this. Sounds amazing, Beth. Good to use your skills. I used to make my children costumes when they were little. See, I am a terrible garment sewer, so this is as close as it's gonna get. I want to make them the capes to wear because they wear capes in the show, so they'll have like their sweatpants and their sweatshirts will have the vinyl logo, they'll have their masks, and then like the closest thing to me actually making, because I'm not sewing together the whole thing. I feel like that's cheating to say that I'm making it, especially when I see everyone else making costumes for their kiddos. I'm like, oh gosh. But I do want to make them capes, because I made that cape for Quincy. I don't know if you remember that Star Wars one that I made. And I have a bunch of red fabric, and I'm going to see if I have any like solid blue fabric that I can use for Addie. And how cute would Louise be in a little green cape? Like, come on. So, I'm going to have to make time to make those. I'm going to have to get on that, because I have one pattern printed out that will fit Zoe, but I need to reprint it out for Addie and then make one for Louise. So I feel like printing out garment patterns and cutting them out and taping them takes the longest time ever. I think it's a great idea to make the costumes. You'll have to do a Halloween fashion show when they're all made. Oh, I'll like have to come on here for sure and like either put a photo or something like that. Even I know what PJ Masks is, and my youngest will be 21 in December. That's so funny. I've had the same costume for the last 15 years or so. It's easier when you're an adult as I stopped growing. That's hilarious. A cape can just be a rectangle of fabric sewn to the shoulders of the sweatshirts. See, I like that idea too. I like the like snap ones, because I did get those buttons. So I have the snap fastener whatever kit. And I really liked that. And that way they can still wear their sweatshirts like all winter, because it gets so cold here. So I just like, that was like really important. If I'm going to spend money on, clothing stuff, I want them to be able to wear it for a very long time, because it's just expensive nowadays to do anything, and Halloween costumes were always expensive, so it's even worse now. My costumes were a lot like yours: capes, simple tunic dresses, etc. I feel like it's one day. Why go bankrupt over one day? You know what I mean? Velcro is simple to use to attach cape rectangles. Oh yeah, that's a good idea too. Yeah. Well, I have like up on my design wall, I saved it from Quincy's. You can see that paper. Hold on. Restream always like freezes. So I don't ever know where my finger is. Well, where is it? I hate this thing. So up on the corner of my design wall, you can see it hanging over that, what is that? Is that Hodgepodge, or is that, no, that's Cozy Cabin. Hanging over there is the template for the cape that I made. So I saved it. Hi, Laura. And so I'm hoping that Zoe's goes super quick, and then we're just gonna have to push through the other ones. But I know that they're gonna also play with those and wear them all the time, because they legit think they are the PJ Masks. So we'll just play into the delusion, to the passion, the pure passion they have. Okay, so this is from Ingrid. I was smart, and before I came on here, got rid of all the sensitive safety info, which sometimes I'm not always that good at, or I forget. Hello, little mommy to be again. Hello, Tracy. Bye, Sean. Have a good rest of your work day. Hopefully it just flies by. Oh my gosh, yeah. So I was saying something. I'll show it after this block. I'll talk about it. And I'm going to make sure, I need to make the list of everyone who has donated a block. Because I do want to get a special label made. So I'm going to write them down now, because Prego brain is ridiculous. Okay, cool. I've got the list of everyone, and we will be making a very special label. I These notes that you guys have been sending with your blocks are so, so sweet. I have not thrown away a single one. So thank you for sending those. I'm a sucker for little sweet things. And the children can add them to the dressing up. Exactly. And they can run around. It's so cute. Addington and Zoe will meet up together and he'll go, cat boy, Owlette, and they'll do this little fist bump and then they'll run away real fast like they're on a mission. It's so cute. It's literally so cute. Okay, so these are the blocks that Ingrid sent in. Old Windmill, Whirlwind, Big Dipper, and Square and a Star. I'm glad she labeled these. I would never know. So here is Old Windmill. Look at how beautiful these fabrics are. And her seams look so amazing. I'm blown away by your guys' like craftsmanship. This one is Whirlwind. That's cool. I really like that one. This one is the Big Dipper. And this is Square and a Star. That one's really pretty. Wow. So we've got quite a bunch of blocks, and I know there's some still on their way. Amy mentioned that she was going to be sending one in soon. Let me get them. I have them all safely in this bag, all together. And so once I'm done with my quilt orders, I will sew these together. Like I said, I'm on the hunt for like the perfect wide back for Carissa's quilt top that she sent in, so that I can get that loaded on the frame and quilted and kind of have it ready to go. So I'm going to start really going for that in a little bit. And then I have one more thing that I wanted to open. This I ordered from Etsy. I have seen this for quite some time, and I've wanted to get it, and I've wanted to get it, and I've waited, and I've waited, but I figured it is the time to treat myself. I'm going to do it. And when you're in a sewing funk, the best thing to like get you back to your sewing room is like buying notions because you want to try them out. So I'm actually going to have to get to the point where I have to bind a quilt to use this. Kids love dressing up in costumes all year. Wearing a costume for Halloween is like getting dressed up for work. Yeah, they are going to be so happy with their, I really want to make sure that I get their capes sewn together. And I also have that order. I had someone order a memory quilt last night, and someone's sending me their quilt to be quilted. So that's what's coming up for me. So hopefully I can get out of the sewing funk and get my ass in gear. Hi, Kathleen. Yep, I'll mail it tomorrow. Yay, I can't wait, Amy. Thank you so much. Okay. Hello, Kathleen. So, oh, this is cool. They gave me a little booklet. They want me to buy more, apparently. The True Cut stuff. I've seen this where it's got like the rulers that have the side, like the groove on the side of the ruler that the rotary cutter glides on. Do you see that? I've seen those. I have so many rulers. Why would I spend money on a new rotary cutter and ruler for that? There's a circle cutter. That's cool. And I guess the only other thing that is somewhat enticing is the rotary blade sharpener, but I buy so many rotary blades and never change my blade. So at any given time I have like 20 rotary blades, so I don't need to sharpen them. So that's going to go in the trash because I don't need any excuse to buy anything else. And then we are going to look at this. I'm so excited. So this is the Binding Ease with a Z by Quilted Hearts. It's fairly like it's a newer product, I believe. And you just rest your iron right here and you fold your binding and you slip it through and you just leave your iron on it and you slide your binding across. Like you don't even have to hold it. You just go like this. 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 So, I thought it'd be really cool to try. I love binding, and I did mention that I tried the June Taylor binding tool, and I didn't like it because I do 3-inch binding. I know you hear that all the time. 3-inch binding, Beth does. I do 3-inch binding. I love 3-inch binding. And this accommodates up to, I believe it was 2.5 inches folded fabric. So you can have a little bit more. And I feel like the June Taylor was only up to like 2.5 inch wide binding. So I wasn't able to fit my width of strip in that tool, which I didn't love. And I got this off Etsy. It was $29 something, and I've been seeing it, and it was like $33, $34 in other places. So, I mean, with shipping involved, I don't remember if this was free shipping or not, but I was like, okay, I'll get the one that's $29 and I'll try it. So I was easily convinced, and I'm really, really excited to try this. And so now I have to really get my booty in gear and start making progress so I can actually use it. But this is really cool. You can find it, just look up Binding Ease, and then they might still have it for $29 on the Etsy shop. TJF Fabric Store. So maybe if it's still on there for that price, you can snag it. But I'm really excited. Tiffany showed one of those on one of her shows a while ago. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I thought that it was recently released, or like it was a newer thing, but you know, I'm always late to the show, so I'm easily impressed with things, and I'm really excited to try this. And my little Eliso, the mini iron, matches. So I got blue and blue. How fun is that? So, and this fits really well. It'll just sit right there. I could even get my Rowenta and do it with that. So, thank you. When will you demonstrate it? Well, once I get to the point where I'm binding another quilt. So I need to make some progress on that Love Note one that I have. I haven't sewn in so long, guys. I've just been so lazy. So you were making money, so don't feel bad about buying stuff. Tell that to Austin. Everyone forward that to them. I just love when people send me stuff that isn't bill or junk mail. LOL. Oh. Hello, Crystal. Hi, Sherry. Okay, so I guess it's time to put me to work. So I need to figure out where I am. Fair enough, thanks for the info. I had never heard of that tool before. I was thinking, because I said at the beginning of the video that I was thinking about doing some recorded videos again, just because sometimes it's not always practical for me to come on live, especially lately. Like, it's been so busy here, and I've been so tired, and I just feel like I'm not operating here. I'm like here, and I don't want to come on here and be like, bleh, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I want to do a video, and maybe I'll do like a review, like, it's the first time I'm using it, let me tell you what I think. Is it worth the money? We'll see. So, I just have to find something to bind. Actually, I do have things to bind. Just me. Of course, as a binder. Oh, I guess I did bind this already. Hold on. I have another one that needs to be bound. This is my binding drawer and quilting drawer. So I do have something to bind. I have this gingerbread panel quilt that I did that still doesn't have binding. It's all ready to go. I just have to do the binding. So I will pull this out to remind myself that I need to do that, and I will do the video with that. How about that? So let me put that away. And then we need to revisit this project. I remember that quilt. Oh my gosh. I feel like the long arm is so amazing, and I love binding, so that's never changed. But now that I can get things quilted fast enough, like pretty fast, I have a lot of things that I need to bind. And plus, like, even stuff from when I had the cutie. So this is the binding for the next quilt that I'm doing. So this can be set aside. I already have all of my fabric cut besides my background fabric. So I've been sitting on this for a couple months. I'm just kidding, not a couple months. A couple weeks. Feels like a couple months. When you lose your sojo, it always feels like it's been a year since you've been doing. Hi, Marie. I've watched your binding tutorials like 3 times. You explain putting the tails together in a way I completely understand. Oh, thank you. That makes me feel so good. I understand. Well, I know, Beth, I had 4 children. It was hard work. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Send me all the tips and tricks, please. I need it. Part of me is like, so I don't know if you guys know. Addie and Zoe are in Alabama right now. And so it's just Louise here. They went with Austin's parents to go visit family out there and like go to the beach and have a great time. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. So they're not here. And we are reliving the days of having one child. One child. The house has never been cleaner. It's never been quieter. Austin and I haven't like butted heads as much since they've been gone, because you understand the kids stress you out, you get anxious, and then you just like direct the energy into like the worst places. But so yeah, it's been really quiet. Like right now, if Addie and Zoe were here, Addie would probably be sneaking down here to say hi to everybody. But anyway, they're having a great time, and part of us is like, why did we ruined a good thing. Like, we love our kids for sure, without a doubt, but the ease of having one child, oh my, I have forgotten the luxury. Because yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of peace. But it was really nice of his parents to take them out there and see family, because we had just gone on that Colorado trip, so Austin couldn't really take off work again, and the car ride out there, oh my gosh, too much. So I need to find where that pattern is so I know what I'm cutting the background to. Okie dokes. Small quilt, large quilt. And I got extra because I'm making it even bigger than this. So I guess what I'm going to do is like cut what it says and then leave extra for when I get to the end, and then I'll just hopefully be able to figure it out. Have an awesome time with one baby, able to get a lot accomplished. Yes, the house is so stinking clean. It's so clean. We're not dirty people, I swear, but our kids, don't really care about that. They, as soon as we're cleaning something, rip it apart and put all their toys everywhere. So we are going to clean their rooms while they're gone and like clean the carpet. I need to mop, but that's obviously not happening right now. Okay, 3 cross cut 7. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna get my stripology ruler, and then maybe I can put you guys over here so I'm not being rude and have my face turned away from you. Let's see. You are now on a stack of fabric. Enjoy. Okay, I'm gonna get my stripology ruler. Everyone message Heather right now and tell her that I'm using the stripology ruler, and I have been using it more frequently, so. And then for anyone who missed the live the other night, my my friend at Steel City Quilt Co, Kelly. You've heard me talk about her. I love her. She's such a good friend. Surprised me with this the other day at the quilt shop. So I told her, I was like, oh my gosh. And she saw the live, and I was saying that I didn't want to use it. I was just going to have it as decoration. She was like, no, drink out of it, you silly goose. That's just too cute. I should really iron this. Is it a big help, the ruler? It's really nice. Very, very nice. I like it. It's expensive. I feel like that is like the biggest hurdle to get over. And then plus it's like outside of the norm. Like I'm so used to grabbing my other rulers. But I really do like it. It's growing on me. The more I use it, the more I'm like, why the heck have I not been using it forever? You know what I mean? It really does save the time. I think it's worth it. Especially for binding strips. Bam, bam, bam. And when I watch Heather use hers, that just like entices me more to use mine. Because she can cut all of her pieces for a quilt like that. Done. So, I found it pretty easy to go from 1 to 2 kids, but from 2 to 3 was so hard. The younger 2 are 12 months and oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know how you do that. Yeah, it's hard when you're pregnant and you have kids to take care of. That's like, because you're already exhausted. You're already tired. You're already like physically uncomfortable within yourself. And then you have kids. That's been like the hardest thing every single time is being pregnant while having another kid. Like if I could go back to that first pregnancy and just kind of like savor the peace of like whenever I wanted to take a nap, I could go lay down and take a nap. That was just nice. That was really nice. I mean, naps are great. Marie says, you should iron it. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's been sitting. It's my own dang fault because it's been sitting, waiting to be used. So now we have to get the ironing board out and the iron. And then I saw that someone, Christine, was teasing. She was asking about the interview that I teased earlier. So I've been talking, or I have talked to someone's assistant. I messaged this person a very, very long time ago. And most of the time when I message people for interviews, especially people that I have like 0 chance of actually sitting down and talking to, I just assume that they're either not going to see the email or the message because they're so busy, they have a life, or they're going to be like, no, which is totally fine. But her assistant messaged me and said, hey, we just saw this. I'm so sorry. She's been so busy with all of this stuff. It does sound like something that she would like to do. And I was like, and that was when I was out in Texas. So I got that message when I was with Heather. And I was like, oh my God. So I messaged back. And then a couple weeks later, she messaged back. So we don't have any concrete dates for the interview. But we want to push it past the holidays into next year, probably about February, so that we can just get through the holiday hustle. She can get all of her stuff done, and it's just less stressful that way. And so next year we will be chatting with Allison Glass about what it's like to be Allison Glass. So I'm really excited. You heard it here, folks. I'm really, really excited. My guest is Tula. I reached out to Tula before I reached out to Angela, and her mother actually emailed me back and said, hey, like, Tula's so busy right now with other engagements. She's not taking any other things on. So I might, like, reach out to her again, maybe next year and say, like, hey, I contacted you last year. I'd love to do an interview with you. I'm a Kansas City local. yeah, maybe like really tug on the Kansas City local area and then maybe ask Angela to like pull some strings and be like, hey girl, can you like tell your friend, you know, that she should do an interview with me? Yeah, so Allison Glass. I know, I'm so excited. I like, when people message me back, I'm just like, why? Why did you message me back? What are you doing? What are you doing? Sorry, I had to disappear to grab my solution. I have to fill it up again. I know, I'm like, You mean 0 chance? Like Angela Walters? Dude, that was negative chance. No freaking way. If it weren't for my mother-in-law who was like, Beth, go ask. That wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have done it. I was like, no, why do people want to talk to me? Oh gosh, that really filled up quickly. Go back down there. I feel like, what? That's all that goes in there? We'll let it settle, because I feel like that's going to overflow if I put my cap in. Maybe not. Thank you. That is so nice. Please do reach out to Tula. BCC, pull the strings, Beth. I'm going to pull the strings. We'll see what happens. Sorry, my dog's barking. I had to... Oh, again. So, I keep forgetting to tell you guys the story. Do you think this is going to overflow? Buddy, quit it. This bottle is a scam, I feel like. The amount of product you can actually fit in it and what it looks like you can fit in it, baloney. Push your finger in the bottle and push the bladder to the side. That's a good idea. Yeah, now it's gone down. Maybe that's why ink runs out so fast. Beth, put your hand over the top and shake it down. Okay, you guys are more experienced. I've always just filled this up, and I'm like, why the heck does it keep running out so fast? Because I fill it up to where like it won't overflow when I do it. And then I'm like, well, what the heck? Okay, we need to figure out what outlet we're plugging into. Hello, Donna. How is your day? Buddy, quit. I have an outlet down here, but I feel like it's so far away from you guys. Outlets are just such a pain in the butt. Ugh. That is why I never really iron, because it's just such a pain in the butt to get everything going. Hopefully you can hear me from all the way over there. This is a gallon of the magic stuff. So I got this, an electrical one, please. I got this one at Casey Makers at my work because I wanted to try this. This is also a Kansas City local like company. So if you haven't heard of Magic Care or Magic Fabric Care, go check them out. I really like them. You guys know I'm a Best Press girl, but I really wanted to see how these compared. And I really like this is non-scented, so that if I'm working on a custom quilt for somebody else or, you know, whatever, and they have sensitivities to smell or asthma or whatever, or allergies, then this is great because it's got the starch and it's non-scented. I know Best Press has non-scented as well, but I really wanted to give this a go and compare. I think that it does a better job at starching than Best Press does. I feel like Best Press, I have a spritz type bottle for Best Press. Yeah, I don't know. I really like it so far. All right. Do you guys, when you iron, let's see if I can move you closer. When you guys iron your yardage, do you open it up or do you iron on the fold? Let me know. Put you guys right there. Okay. I usually keep it folded and then iron. But when I was over at Heather's, at least with back quarters, I don't know if she does it with yardage, but with back quarters, she opens them up. Like, she won't leave them folded, which I think is different with back quarters, but. How do you iron your yardage? Let me know. Yeah, it was a good call to iron this. It was really wrinkly, and the starch is going to make making these half square triangles a little bit easier. More accurate. Come on. Can you guys hear me from all the way over here? Good afternoon. Hello. From Ontario. Is that Ontario? I iron the fabric, open up. I open it up. I open. Wow! Okay, let's do it. I'm going to open this up then. Yardage, I always leave closed. But you guys know me. I'm not a huge, ironing isn't my favorite thing. And so if I can cut corners, I will. Oh no! There's a hole in my fabric. That's upsetting. Hopefully I bought enough to account for that. That sucks. Brand new fabric. Literally just opened it out of the bag from when I ordered it. And there's a hole in it. This is just not ironing very well. My gosh. I feel like it's also my iron isn't getting very hot. There we go. What a bummer. I just I don't love how sometimes fabric just does not lay flat no matter what you do. It still has the wrinkles. It's more like waves. Let this soak, I guess. We'll let it seep into the fabric and maybe it'll fix it. Not always folded straight on the bolt. Hello! I open my fabric to iron. Very nice. Man, we've got a lot of open ironers. Maybe we should open, LOL. I'm a rebel sometimes. Yes, I hear you from over there. I iron it on the fold. I fold. My ironing usually incorporates dog fur. Hi, Brenda. Oh, hope everyone's having a good day. We're almost to Friday. I know I'm a little ahead of myself because it's only hump day, but we're almost there. I have a guild meeting. Gosh, what is going on with this fabric? I guess I should start from the middle and go out, right? Oh! Louise has a doctor's appointment. This is her like big appointment. She was born with a heart murmur, and it's like a certain type that should have closed up, but it never closed up after birth. And so she has to go like every 6 months to go get her heart checked and make sure that there's no major concerns, that she's healthy, that she's growing, that the blood flow looks good. So we're going to go downtown Kansas City, which I hate driving down there. I just hate driving in any city. I just, don't like it. So we're going to have to take her to that tomorrow. And she always has to get an echo and an EKG. She hates it. She's always cried. We'll see what she does. Maybe I'll like bring a bottle and she can drink it while she's getting the EKG, because the EKG takes a while. But hopefully, I mean, at this point, she's past a year, and, you know, since last time, it hasn't closed up. So I've given up on the hope that it will close up. Really, it's just to make sure that she's healthy and that she doesn't need surgery. Even though, like, they're like, the surgery that if she had to get it is, like, so non-invasive because the technology is, like, so nice now. I don't know. None of our kids have had surgery. So just the thought of her going, like, under for, like, heart surgery freaks me out. So prayers for little Louise tomorrow, that she continues to be a rock star and there's no concerns. I'm just dreading that drive. I always take her because Austin can't ever take off work to take her. So he's never, actually, he's taken her to one of those appointments because when I was in Florida with my mom, Louise, that like I guess was her last one. I obviously wasn't there to take her, so he had to take off. So he's had to make the drive, which he doesn't mind driving, and he had to listen to the crying. She is not a happy camper when she has those appointments. It was really hard when she was a baby because she breastfed exclusively and refused to take a pacifier. She just wouldn't take one at all. So there was really no way of soothing her while she was getting the EKG. Now I'm going to be a rebel and I'm going to iron it while it's folded too, because I think the reason why I iron while it's folded is because I don't want to lose that nice fold for when I'm cutting, and I like to have that for my ruler. And usually if I refold it, it's always off. Like right now. Flip it over. But, I mean, this is something that she'll probably live with for the rest of her life. And as long as she's healthy, it's fine, because my great-grandfather, Tough Cookie, he died like right before turning 100 years old. He died 2 days before we had her. he had a murmur, and he was in the Navy. You know, obviously he lived a very long life, so, you know, a lot of people have murmurs, and it's just fine, but she's got like a specific type that I guess is something that needs to be monitored. We'll see. Hopefully baby Archie does not have a murmur when he is born, because I can't handle it. I can't handle it with one kid. If 2 kids had the heart murmur thing, I would be not handling it well. Alrighty. We ironed. We conquered. This is the smaller part, like the smaller part too. Let's go put it on the board, and I'll catch up on your comments. Honestly, if I just get this background cut, I'm gonna feel really good about myself because I've been in that funk, and then that means I can just get to sewing. Okay, let's see. I'm hiding under the covers watching the ironing while I ignore the baby quilt across the room that needs finished. Don't ignore it. Carissa, do it. Bye, Kelly. Loved your interview with Donna the other day. Hi, Teresa. Been here listening as I do morning housework. I need to go mop. I pray that little hole closes up and Louise does okay during the test tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, everyone, I'm sewing, but I'm listening. Thank you. It's okay if I cry when I go. Is it okay if I cry? Get my EKJ every year. The tests don't hurt, but man, they're weird and uncomfortable. So I understand her hating tests. Yeah, and like those like the monitors that they have to put on her, like the tape they put on her when they take the monitors off for the Echo. I think that's the Echo one. She loses it, or maybe the Echo is like, I don't know. It's always a cluster when we go. I'm just like trying to keep her happy and get through it. And like the sucky thing is like it's a hospital, so you have to wear masks, and I'm always like sweating, and I've got a crying baby, and you're in a room cooped up, and oh my gosh, there's been so many times where I'm like sweating so hard trying to keep her happy, freaking out. Thank you. Thank you guys. Hopefully, see, like this is why I always just go with whatever fold it was, because now this fold is not right. It's like not straight, I should say. Okay. Man, I'm really disappointed in this fabric that I got because there's a hole in it and there's also markings on it. Like, gotta run. I'll put the block in the mail tomorrow. Beth, have a great day. Bye, Christine. I can't wait to see it. Cannot wait. I'm so excited. Okay, and I'm gonna fold this over. See, this is like the only part. I wish, and if you made these rulers any bigger, the Stripology rulers, they wouldn't have enough like stability with the grooves. But it's such a pain that you have to fold it over. Bless me. Wow. Okay. I meant excuse me, not bless me. Oh gosh. Alright. Folding it, and then now we're gonna make our cuts. And this is why this is so awesome, okay? So I'm gonna take you along with me. I'm gonna grab my pattern. Alright, so I need to place it on here. Whoop. Wait. Yep, okay. I swear I know what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna go here and like line up one of the lines with there, with the bottom of our fold, which is not a perfect fold, but it's okay. My piecing's gonna be off anyway, right? It's okay. It'll be fine. It is frustrating though, but I can't ever get a perfect fold when I open it. Okay, so I need 7. So I'm going to 0. That's gonna square it up. And then now I'm gonna go to 5, 10, 15, 20. And just like that, I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. So I'm gonna put those over there, slide it over. I need 3 more. 3 more of those same cuts. So I already know that this side's squared up, so I'm gonna like line it up there. If you weren't sure, you could do it again, which maybe I'll do it again. I'll line it up so I can cut off a little bit at the 0. So again, I'm gonna go to 0. That squares it up. Then I need 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. And then I've got all of those that I need. So I have the 7 cuts there. I wonder where that hole was. I should have like marked it with a marker or something. Okay, so then we need 3 of a different cut. Which I'm not going to have enough from that fabric, so we'll have to iron that other yardage first. So let's go back to here and lay out our strips. So I'm going to lay them out. I hope you guys can see this. Hi Beth with my aww. I hope you're having a great time with your blessings. How are you today? If you're hanging out with cuties, you're probably having a pretty good day. Is this the ruler? Yes, it is, Donna. EKG has the sticky pads. Okay. Tell them to use the sensitive skin latex allergy ones for kids. They hurt less when they come off. Ooh. I can't believe they haven't like offered that before. I didn't even know that was an option. Thank you. Yes, this is the ruler. This is the Stripology ruler. It's mighty expensive, but it's very nice. Look at how fast I'm cutting. I mean, obviously you have to open up your strips, but you'd have to do this anyway. Or no, you would just crisscross them, I guess. Okay, I'm probably gonna, I probably shouldn't layer this many, but I did recently change my rotary blade, so I'm confident. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so then again, you're gonna take it, move it over just a tad so I can have like enough room to square it up, line up those lines, with the bottom line. I'm going to stand up so I've got a little bit more leverage. And then that's the 0. And then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. See, if I were smart, I would have lined it up the other way, and I would have been able to cut, maybe not. Maybe not. Are these 4.5? Nope, we're going to have some extra. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. Okay. So I cut those out. I feel like oh, here we go. I need a certain amount, so I want to make sure. I want to see if I need. I don't think these have 8 on them. Yeah, I'm literally short by 2. No, yeah, short by 2. But it's okay. Because I bought extra because I'm making it bigger. Oh, I'm not short by 2. I can just do one of these. Yay! Boop. I'm going to use the rest of this. Whoop. There we go. So my parents are coming over for dinner tonight, and I suckered my mom into making chili, which I'm really excited about. She makes really good chili, and I don't know, it just sounds so good. It sounds so good. So my prego self is going to be eating some yummy food tonight. I thought about making some cornbread too. Alright. There's extra. And then we've got some more 5-inch squares. Extra. Toss. So there we go. We just cut all of the ones for those. It's really, really nice. I have all 3 stripology rulers. Can we say game changer? I have just this one. I haven't really looked into the others, so you're going to have to tell me more about those, please. I may have, when I said that I ordered some stuff from my friend at Steel City Quilt Co., I may have ordered some Creative Grids rulers. Not any more stripology rulers, but I got some like just standard rulers, and I wanted to give Creative Grids a try because they have the 1/4 inch line marked really well for doing like flying geese and stuff, for trimming it with like a standard ruler. And a lot of my rulers are specialty rulers, or my 6x24, and then I've got a 4x18. I don't know. They're not like great for like the smaller pieces. So I think you just sold me on that ruler, watching how quickly you cut those strips out. Do it. Do it. Do it. Maybe see if it's like an Amazon Prime deal, or see if they wait till like Black Friday, or just put it on your Christmas list and someone can spoil you this holiday season. Okay. I have a few more to cut, but to cut those, I need to go iron more. Ugh. Here we go. If only ironing would take the amount of time cutting fabric with a stripology ruler would take. Okay. First world problems. Did you order some square rulers? I love my Creative Grids rulers. They're so easy to read. I got a lot of rectangle rulers. I did get the Big Easy, which is the 12x24, I believe. I was going to get the 12x12 square or the 24x24 square, but I thought the Big Easy would be good enough for squaring up the quilts. It's like a really big size. And so I didn't get a square one. I had it on the list, but then I took it off. but I did get a lot of like smaller rectangular ones. She said they're supposed to come in, and then she's gonna mail me that with some other things that I bought from her. So I'll do an opening thing here soon to show you. So let me grab the other yardage. There's so much of it. I think for the sake of just how much yardage there is right here, I'm just going to try and iron it while it's folded. Don't come for me. I tried it on the other, and I can never get the fold to be as straight as they get it, even if the fabric's off. Whoa, gosh. All right, we'll give it a second to like soak. I'll give that fold a nice. I should probably let it sit a little bit longer and like soak into the fabric. But yeah, we're having chili tonight. I'm so excited. You get a bowl, you get some tortilla chips, and you crunch them on the bottom. You put the chili on top, then you put the sour cream, then you put shredded cheese, and you mash it all up, and it is the best chili experience ever. That's the way I was taught to eat chili growing up. That's how my family eats it, and it's so good. So good. Heavy on the sour cream. Heavy on the cheese. So good. Let me see if I'm missing out on it. We'll check them out here in the UK, but gotta go and start cooking dinner. Take care, everyone. Bye. Have a great night. Have a yummy dinner. Oh, I love the Big Easy, and I absolutely love it. Excellent for cutting yardage. Yeah, I'm so excited. Heather was like going crazy about hers in Texas. She's like, I love the Big E. This is like my favorite one. And I was like, that's a big ruler. I don't know. But I was like, okay, I'm going to try it because I wanted a big ruler to square up my quilts. Like I wanted something bigger. I've been putting together my 6x24" ruler and my 8.5 square ruler, like side by side, to square quilts out, to trim them. And so I wanted something bigger where I could only, I would only have to use one ruler to get those edges straight. Today is the last day of early day on deal. I love Creative Grids. I have so many of them. They're my absolute favorite. None compare to my opinion. I enjoy them too. So we'll see. Because I'm going to say, oh my gosh, I'm getting out of breath from, Heather sold me on it because when we were in Texas, she was, we were working on that quilt together, the flicker quilt, and it had a lot of flying geese, and she was trimming hers with Creative Grids. And so when I came home and I was working on the Bring Your Own Booze, I was trying to find a ruler that I could use to trim those flying geese, even though I have a specialty one that doesn't account for every single size that could ever be in a pattern, right? So you have to know how to use a regular standard ruler too. And I realized that as much as I love the Omnigrid, I really do. I love Omnigrid rulers. They're amazing. I love their like neon yellow. I can always see. I think they have fantastic rulers. Their markings are different. And so it made using a standard ruler for trimming a little bit more difficult. So I ended up having to use 2 rulers in conjunction with each other to do a single block, which takes a long time. So if I can kind of like streamline the process and use one ruler that is marked in a way that I don't have to use 2, that's a better deal. That's a better deal. It's going to take less time. And yeah. So I'm really looking forward to these coming in. I also got some fabric. I told myself that I wasn't going to buy any fabric until Moon Garden came into the quilt shop. I lied. I definitely lied. But I want to get the full fat quarter bundle of Moon Garden and then maybe some like half yards of like the prints that I really like. I really wish I would have gotten the fat quarter bundle of line work when it was out, but that was when I was like just starting to like Tula Pink and like, you know, appreciate her work. And so I didn't really understand that they go out of print and you can never get them, and you're gonna wish that you did, because that price on out of print Tula is not something I'm gonna ever pay. So it's always smart if you like fabric. I learned that lesson, especially like quilt shop designer fabric. Get a lot of it if you can. Get a lot of it while it's out, or you're gonna be kicking yourself in the foot without it in the future, or you're gonna be kicking yourself in the foot paying this crazy cost for that fabric. That's why I went crazy with Christmas morning. I got that whole fat quarter bundle. That was like my first bundle that I got ever, like a full bundle. And it was so expensive, but it was on sale. And I loved it. And I still have a lot of that fat quarter bundle left, plus some other fat quarters from that line that I've traded on Sew Sampler. I just wish they would like keep the good ones. I saw that Lella is going to be doing a Christmas line for next year, and it'll come out in May. But it does not compare to Christmas morning. Christmas morning was just all around perfect. This one's really cute. I'm not dissing her by any means, but Christmas morning is a classic. Classic. I feel like I really could cut this at about here and be fine, but I might as well iron the whole thing while I'm here. I'll just spray all this now. That way it soaks in while it, there we go, while it waits to be pressed. The house is so quiet. I got a new customer for long arming, which is really exciting. Her name is Beverly, and she's going to be mailing me a quilt top, and I'm going to be finding a backing, and I'm going to bind it for her. I'm going to long arm it for her. I'm really excited. It's a really pretty purple quilt top, patchwork. I'm going to try and find a wide backing for it so that I don't have to piece the back and there's no seams. I feel like I have really turned into a wide back only gal. I really, really appreciate it. Plus, I think becoming a long armor has made me appreciate wide backs even more. Just because it's just a better finish and it loads better and you can keep it straight and square easier. It's just a very nice thing to have. So I'm going to wait until I get her quilt top in the mail, and then I'm going to take it to the quilt shop and see if maybe there's a good match there for her backing. And then if not, I'll piece it, no problems, but hopefully there's a good match for the wide back option. Which my KC Makers is so awesome. Like, I've never seen a better selection of wide backs, unless it's from, like, you know, fat quarter shops, some crazy big corporation. Like, this quilt shop is just, you know, a regular quilt shop, and they have so many wide backs, and I think that's very, very nice, because that's something that has been missing, I think, from a lot of quilt stores for so long. And like the ones that were ever available were always like just not very pretty or they weren't nice. So I really love that Casey Makers stocks the wide backs, and there's a lot to choose from. And like, oh my gosh, I'm just spoiled with the wide backs. Okay, let me go bring you guys over there first so you're not just like staring at my basement. I mean, it's clean and pretty to look at now, but it's still just a basement. It's not fun to look at. Okay. Woo! Oh, that's interesting, Laura. That'd be a pretty interesting class to go to. Are you familiarized with Deb Tucker's Studio 180 rulers? The wing clipper rulers, there are 2 of them, make flying geese a breeze. Each ruler makes at least 9 sizes of, ooh, that's nice. No, I have not. The one that I have is this Creative Grids one. And honestly, I don't do a lot of patterns that have flying geese. Like, I am usually doing the half square triangle, so I've never been forced to learn how to use this. I just have it. I've never used it. And I was wanting to use it on Heather's pattern, but the size was not listed on here. And so I used some different rulers, but I am always up for ruler suggestions. So just send them my way. I love rulers. I'm a ruler junkie. I'm telling you. Okay. Now we're going to cut the other ones. And this is like seriously overkill for what we need. But I had to buy extra because, again, I'm making this bigger than the bigger size on the pattern, like what it has instructions for. So, better safe than sorry. I do not want to have to order more fabric. I want to just get my Sojo back. And it hasn't just been Sojo, you know, it's just like there's been so much going on. There's just never been a good time. Like, we have to clean the house, we have doctor's appointments, we have stuff going on that takes us away from sewing sometimes, and then it just feels like you're struggling, you know what I mean? But it's really just life. Sorry, I had a little piece of nail hanging. I had to take care of that. Okay. I wanted to snag my fabric. Alrighty. And we're folding. So, folding it down. This is so cute. The selvage says, spread a little love wherever you go. Ah! I love it. I'm going to like run my hands through here to like flatten what's underneath this fold so that it's like a good fold. There's not like fabric hanging out with like lifted. And this is going to be super fast because I only need 3 strips. Technically, I'm going to need more, but... And it's folded. So I only need to make 2 cuts. So I need to do 4.5. I'm so bad. I cannot be telling you the measurements. I'm not telling you the measurements. Always like give yourself space to hit it, like to cut at the 0. That's your squaring up. Woo! Maybe I'll move over and do that again because the ruler moved. It's not square if it moves. Oh gosh. Maybe this is too much fabric to cut. Yep. Okay. Fantastic. I just took all that time to get a nice pretty fold. More weight. Okay, so now we need to go to 4.5, swear I'm not stupid. I'm just always afraid of cutting the wrong thing. So sometimes I just take a little bit longer to do the math in my head because I'm not wanting to waste fabric. Okay, I'm going to put this, I'm going to lay it out on a table so it doesn't crease or anything because I do not want to have to iron that again. Okay, and then now we are going to open up our strips. Let's do it this way. So the fold's at the end. That way we can get the most out of the strip. Open it up again. Each time I use it, I get faster at it too. I mean, I know it didn't just look like that, but I get more comfortable each time. Line up your lines. Do your 0. Do your 4.5. I almost like, am I doing it right? Yeah. Don't think I'm stupid, okay? I'm just, I don't want to mess up. Did I cut on that? I just told you that I was feeling so comfortable too. Hold on. Okay, I've been right so far. Hold on. See, if you're really like confident in yourself and you don't think that you're gonna mess up your cuts, then you could get this done even quicker. See, if Austin was down here doing it, he would be so good. So then you take all of your squares, and there's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and then 28. I think there's 32 right here. All of them are 4.5. I always think I'm gonna mess up. I've messed up too many times. Okay. Okay, we got our background squares done. And then now we just have to do, all of the other, we have to do all of the half square triangles. Okay, let's go on over here. Hello. Thank you, Brenda. Have a good rest of your day. Sending you a hug. Thank you for the prayers. We really appreciate it. Ta-da! Do you use the GE Design Arrow stickers? What? Do you mean like the little, like, symbols on there? I use the symbols for, because they have some, like, the markings for like 1/2 inch, stuff like that. I do that, but get GE Designs for their stickers. I'm just not really good at being confident in myself. Like, I'll get the math right, but I just feel like I'm wrong. That I'm gonna waste fabric. And I always feel bad when it's someone else's fabric that they paid for, because I'm not gonna be like, hey, I jacked up your fabric. You're gonna have to buy more. So then, you know, if I mess up, then that's on me to buy it. So I just need to be more confident in myself. I also need to do my math tables My math timetables. Oh gosh. Okay. I need to be careful not to make a mess because we cleaned this down here so nice. So I'm going to make sure that all my stuff is nice and tidy. Got my pattern right there. Don't need my rotary cutter for a while. I don't want to make a mess. I like this nice and clean. Oh yeah, I mean you could even get like the garage sale stickers, like the little circles, and probably put them on there. I need to get better at my math, I guess. My tummy's making funny noise. Feed me. I want chili. Okay. We're gonna wind some bobbins so that I can just hyperspeed piece this without having to take breaks for winding bobbins. We're gonna wind all of them because I don't quilt with this machine anymore. So really, I mean, I guess these, sometimes I change the color so that my binding, my thread matches my binding, but really there's no other color. You crack me up. You got this, girl. I don't know. Measure twice, cuss once. I will go look them up because I've never heard of them before. Are they on Amazon? G-Easy ruler stickers. They're on Prime deal. They're $6.58. Save 40%. It just looks like one big sticker sheet. Let me look at the reviews. Hold on. My Mac is about to take a nap. Oh no. Hold on. Let me find my charger. Where did Austin put that? Oh God. My poor charger. Don't go to sleep, laptop. There we go. Okay. I wish someone would just plug me in when I get tired. Don't be tired. Becca has the same spools, mini quilt in her studio as yours. Yeah, I noticed that. My friend Kelly made this for me last year for Craftmas. She's so talented. And it was actually the first wall hanging ever in this space. And I was so proud of it because I was like, my friend made this for me and it's so pretty. I'm going to hang it right in the middle of my wall. And I still love it so much. Let's see. It's got great reviews. I don't see any pictures of it. Girls, you're gonna get in trouble. Austin's gonna come look at this video and be like, now, where in the world did you get inspired to buy more quilt stuff? I swear it wasn't me, it was my friends. $7 for 192 stickers seems nice. You never know who's just watching and listening. Hi, Becca. Are you lurking with your new puppy? Okay, confession time. I'm busy at work and staying in the zone by listening to Beth. And then I heard her say my name and you got my attention. We're talking about our matching spool wall hangings. Becca, I never would have pinned you for a lurker. How is your puppy? I need more puppy content, please. Please? Oh no, I definitely did not. This was the one I swapped. I made that Yoda. I don't know if you guys remember that Yoda that I showed at the very end. I have a thumbnail where I'm like this with my Yoda because I was really, really excited about it. I don't know where my phone is, but yeah, it was a pretty complex one. I made her that, and then she made me this one, and I absolutely love it, and I have no idea where the heck I put my phone. Why is this my life? Why do I do this to myself? I don't even know if I brought it downstairs. That is where we're at, folks. My brain has left the building. Hello, Terry. I swear I would have brought my phone down. Who even knows? Everything's a blur every day. Oof, puppy. I'll send you some pictures later tonight. BJ is doing well. He slept through the night last night, and we had a couple of potty training wins last night and this morning. Yay! Oh my gosh. I feel like potty training is so hard with a puppy because you're like, oh, you're so cute, but don't pee on the floor. And then you're like up very early. It's like you have a little baby. All thanks to tips from Handmade by Ying. Go Donna. Go Donna. Go Donna. How are you doing, Beth? How was your camp out with the kiddos? Sorry, this is so loud. 1 second. Yes, but I still argue kids are much more work. I mean, you're not wrong. I feel like there's a lot of patience to be had on both ends. Oh, goodness. I need to clean this machine. And there's plenty of thread in here. Okay, so the camp out was great. I ended up going upstairs with Addie and Louise because Addie really likes cuddling in our bed. He never gets to go up there really. It's our sacred space. It's the only space that they have not thrown toys all around. But he came up there and we put on Hotel Transylvania, and then Austin cuddled with Zoe, and I got Louise to fall asleep. And then in the middle of nowhere, oh my gosh. You can't. You really can't. And timeout only does so much. You know what I mean? Once I got the kids to sleep, once I got Louise to sleep, and I was kind of falling asleep myself, the door opens and I just see Zoe's little head floating on the side of the bed. And she's like, hi. And I'm like, hi. And it was maybe close to 10 o'clock. And I was wondering, what are you doing wandering the house right now? And I said, where's your dad? And she said, oh, he's sleeping. And she was just walking around wanting to say hi. And I'm like, I just got this baby to sleep. And if you wake her up. And Addie passed out. He tried so hard to watch a movie. He couldn't hang. He went to bed immediately. But it was a good time. So I ended up going back downstairs and I was like, hey, Austin, look who I found wandering around. Little Miss Zoe wanted to come say hi to everybody in here. I don't understand pinked edges. Why? Why must we do this? Because I complain about it every time I have to deal with pink edges. But look at how off this is. Hold on. I guess it's half square triangles. It can be bigger and then I can trim it down. But the white is a 5-inch square. And then look. What the heck? And honestly, it might be off because I don't know if I cut these with the Stripology. I think I took a square ruler and cut them that way. So they might not be accurate. Which is very frustrating. Hold on. It hangs off. Almost an 1/8 of an inch. No, almost 1/4 of an inch. WTF. I'll just line it up on the straight edges, and then when we do the half square triangles, I'll just trim them. That works, right? Oh no, Zoe, my kids always scared me like that. I would be in solid sleep and then I would feel someone staring at me. I used to do that. I used to do that too. I almost got punched by my grandfather for doing that. Don't do that with a Vietnam War vet. Don't just like go and stare at them. And I'm very pale, I'll admit it. And so I was even paler back then, and I had like really, really red hair. And I would just go like watch my family members sleep silently. I would just stand there and quietly watch them, which is really messed up. I would have punched myself too. Okay. This is like my favorite thing ever. I love this so much. It is the 1/4 inch ruler by OmniGrid, and I can mark the lines that I need to sew on just like that, instead of having to mark 2 lines or mark 1 and then trying to make it perfectly. Oh, turds. Why do I do that? Does anyone else do this? You go to wind your bobbins and then you're just like, oh no, I don't need to like thread my machine again. That would be silly. Why do I do that? Okay. It's been a while since I wound this machine. Oh my goodness, it's been too long. This is how you know you haven't had your sojo in a while. So Donna, repair person came back today because it was making that noise still, but it wasn't shredding thread or anything. He came and looked at it because I was concerned that if it was still making a noise that somehow, you know, something would fall off the machine or something crazy. And he did like a minor, like he just looked at it. The timing was still fine, which is good because I didn't do any damage since when he fixed it. But yeah, he was like, it's okay. And he thinks that's the bobbin case in there, that it's supposed to be like free. And so before I got my timing fixed on there, it was probably too tight. And so now it's just a noise. Like it doesn't affect my stitch quality or anything. It wasn't breaking my thread. So, that's good news. But it was funny because he showed up in a motorcycle today. Like he came in a truck last time, but he showed up in this like really nice motorcycle, and we have Ring, and so, you know, Austin gets all of the notifications of, you know, the same ones that I get if there's motion at your front door or whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, you see that? My boyfriend's here. My hot boyfriend in a motorcycle. Because he was probably like, what the heck? But yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure our neighbors are like, who the heck is that? Sketchy. I'm like, no, he's just here for quilting stuff. Ha ha ha. Been hunting with the hubby. Ooh. Now we know where she gets it from. Staring at people as they sleep. Yeah. She's cute though. I feel like she'll come up to the bed and be like, hi, hi. And me, I would just like silent. That's where Addie gets it, when he comes up at the top of the stairs and he just like stares down while I'm on a live until I look up for whatever reason and I just see his little head floating up there and I'm like, oh my good Jesus, what in the world are you doing? It scares me every stinking time. Every time. Hot biker dude. Oh, babe, that's your story. Yeah, he's just here for quilting. He's checking my machine. That sounds so bad. But I was just joking with him. He got a little joking on me, too. I don't know if you remember me talking a while ago that I got pulled over for expired tags, which is not entirely our fault, but it kind of is. Is like our old apartment is still on our IDs, and so whenever there's a reminder sent out that like, hey, your registration needs to be renewed or whatever, it gets sent to the apartment. So someone else is getting those, and we always are like, what day is it? What month is it? Is it 2022 still? And so I got pulled over. I've never gotten a ticket before, and I got a ticket. I've never been pulled over before. And I was like, I had the worst day ever. I was like, no, I'm in the system now. It's terrible. But I had to have like a court date or whatever and like have proof that I like got my registration. And I kept getting these Zoom things. Well, Austin got pulled over in his car for his registration like a couple days before me, which was so frustrating because I told the police officer, we're waiting until Friday and we're gonna, pay for the registration. And it was literally like, it was a Thursday when I got pulled over because I was going to the quilt shop on Thursdays. So I was going to work. And I was like, oh, officer, my husband got pulled over the other night in his, and we're just like, we know we need the registration. But we're waiting, and so I got a ticket anyway, and I was getting messages, and I thought it was for his court date, because I thought he had to go to court because his license was also expired. We're terrible adults. Who lets us adult? And not only was his license expired, but he had the wrong address. It was our apartment. We haven't gone to the DMV, which just baffles me because the DMV is our favorite place to go spend time at. Anybody who's an adult loves going to the DMV. That's always priority. But we didn't even think about it. We moved here in this house in 2020, so we've had the wrong address on our IDs for 2 years. Ugh. But anyway, he had to do like the Zoom thing today for court, and he was at work, and he was like, it was actually your court date, and I handled it. It was like a $50 fine after showing that you had the registration, which is better than what the ticket was. And he was like, it was either $50 or 14 days in jail. And he was like, you better go start packing. I was like, no. 2 weeks. 2 weeks for having expired tags. That's insane. Insane. I'm not a bad person because I don't know what day it is. Like, come on, leave me alone. Cut me some slack. But we need to go to the DMV and get our address updated. There's just so many things. So many things. And to go to the DMV, Austin has to take off work. We have to make a whole day of it. We have to arrange, like, childcare. No way in hell are we bringing 3 kids to the DMV. No. So, it's just a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But I've got a record now, guys. I've got a record. Vacation, babe. That's what he said. He said it would be a nice vacation for you. Can do it online. That's what he said too. He said that you could do that. Put the expiration date in your phone calendar, registration, license, get alert. That's what I keep telling myself, I need to just set a reminder to do it. Because we were late last year. We didn't get a ticket or anything. But we realized, we were like, oh gosh, we need to get a registration. I think my dad noticed that our tags, or maybe it was Austin's dad, realized that our tags were expired. And we were like, oh gosh. So we need to, one, get our address updated so that we get the mail that needs to be going to us. And then, set a reminder just in case. My license is still in Oregon, and I've been in Idaho for 5 years. The Oregon doesn't expire until 2024. That's why I don't want to pay for a new one. See? Mine doesn't expire until 2024 either, and I feel like I had just gotten... I guess not just gotten. Hold on. Was I... I think I got a new license when I was 21, I think. So it's been 4 years. But I paid like the extra fee or whatever to have like that travel one. I don't know what it's called, but like there's a certain certification you can get on your ID. It's not like I get to avoid TSA or anything even. It's just, what is that thing? What really is that? Is that just, girl, online is a win, but hell all inclusive. We need to go online and do it. Austin said he was going to do it. So, we'll see. The real ID. As long as you have a valid license, I think it's okay. Yeah, when I got pulled over, he was like, what's your name? And I'm like, my name's old. I gave him my address, and he was like, and you're at 66 whatever. And I'm like, oh, no, we're in a house now. We're in 21, said my thing. And he was like, oh, well, your address is incorrect. I'm like, it appears so. It appears so, sir. Everything, we can't be winners at everything in life. The DMV is not our favorite place to be, I guess. And we, out of sight, out of mind, we don't even think about it. We are terrible adults. We do not do adulting well yet. I feel like you're just thrusted into adulthood. Doctor's appointments and DMV stuff and insurance cards and all that stuff. Was I ever ready to be an adult? I don't think so. Why did they allow me to have kids? I say that I'm a terrible adult, but here I am with 3.5 kids. I am a good parent. I make sure they have everything they need. They're healthy and taken care of. But me, on the other hand, I let that slip sometimes. Terry, in Idaho, you have 90 days. Hold on, 90 days. As long as you have a valid license. Real ID is only needed if you are flying. Okay, yeah, so that's what you meant. I was like, real ID? What, Luann? Yeah, so real ID. Why did I buy that? I don't go anywhere. I mean, this year, I've done a lot more traveling. I mean, not by choice. I had my mother's health incident, and then I went to visit Heather, which is totally different. I feel like I also flew another time, but I don't remember where. Maybe it was just, we went to Colorado. I didn't fly there. Why did I buy that? Like I'm some traveler. I'm not. Where did that go? Oh, it's right here. I'm not a traveler, so I just spent that for no reason. Great. So then I could have gotten my license renewed. I can use the other qualifying documents, so I am covered. I was driving in town when a police car pulled up beside me, rolled down windows, and he said my tag was expired. Was parent of one of my students. I laughed and drove on. Yup, it was expired. Hey, lucky you. Yeah, Austin got a warning when he got pulled over. It was from a different city, like a different cop, different jurisdiction or whatever. I was pulled over by the city that we live in. So Shawnee, and he was pulled over by Lenexa, I think. And apparently Lenexa cops are like, oh, it's okay. Yeah, just get your registration. It's fine. Just as your warning. And I get pulled over by this cop, and I'm so nice. Like, I respect law enforcement. I do everything. I'm polite. I'm not a jerk when I'm like crapping my pants. Like, oh my God, I just got pulled over. Freaking out, shaking. I'm pretty sure I was in shock after being pulled over. And I don't say this to like, it's not funny, but I was so stirred up and shaken that I should have just like sat in my car for a little bit and not driven. But I was literally like, oh my God, I got pulled over. I got a ticket. That I almost ran a red light. Like, I just was totally overwhelmed. Because I don't like getting in trouble. But, yeah, Austin got away with a warning. And I had someone that was a little sassy. And I wasn't being sassy. I was like, oh my God. Seriously? And I knew I was going to get pulled over. I even, guys, listen to this. I go, because Austin got pulled over like a couple days before in his car. And obviously we do registration together, like at the same time for the cars. And I told him, I was like, I'm not going to get pulled over, am I? Like, because I have to go to work. Like, I'm not going to get pulled over if I show them, you know, what if I have documentation? We didn't even think to like bring his ticket or anything. Because, I mean, he didn't get a ticket. He got a warning. And so I'm leaving. I'm like, am I going to get pulled over? He's like, no, you're fine. I'm driving to work. I drive right past the police station. And he's coming out of his little, like, loop-de-loop and coming out of the police station and comes right behind me. And I'm like, shit, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm getting pulled over. I just know it. And he, like, stayed behind me for so long. And I was, like, gripping the wheel. I was like, oh, I'm getting pulled over. And sure enough, I got pulled over. And it was so embarrassing. I love that someone asked how old Austin was. Oh my God, Luann, you saw that? I didn't talk about that on here yet, but oh, that was so freaking funny because I posted it and her name was Sherry. I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it at all, but it was so funny because Austin and I can laugh at ourselves. We can laugh at ourselves. We can take it. We have thick skin. And as soon as I saw that comment, I said, hey, Austin, I posted your quilt in Becca's channel. And I got a comment on it. And he was like, oh, yeah? Like, what'd they say? I'm like, they were asking how old you were. And he just laughed so hard. And, like, that whole day, I was like, how old is Austin? But I just, that cracked me up, Luann, and it made him laugh too. Like, he can laugh at himself. He enjoyed it. I used to see all that stuff when I would write citations for animal violations. Oh, I was on the floor a lot. He laughed. Oh my gosh. Sherry cracked me up. I was just dying. I was like, how old's Austin? That's when I was like, oh, he's 26. Wait, no, 27. Oh gosh. Yeah, 27. And I like put a picture of him and Louise so she would know he's actually an adult. But oh my God, that was so funny. Thanks for bringing it up, Luann. I'm gonna have to tell Austin again. Get a good laugh. Girl, I got a letter from the DMV last week. Honestly, I was expecting a red light ticket because I had run a couple unintentionally. So it's a renew your license reminder 6 months early. Hey, at least you're getting a reminder. That's nice. Your DMV is nice. My DMV is still sitting stuff to our apartment. I'm sure those people are like, God, these people need to renew their license, their address. We keep getting their mail. Let's see. Your current license should be okay till expiration. You just can't use it to fly or go into a red building after next year. If you have a passport or something else like that. So you need the real ID? Because I remember, I think that's why I got it, because I remember them saying, like, we're going to switch over to this type of ID, and so, you know, you're going to have it anyway, so you might as well pay, like, I think it's like $7, maybe it was like 17. It was something with a 7 in it, so I was like, okay, whatever. Honestly, you'd be able to get money out of me if you just let me retake my picture a few times till I get one that I'm happy with. You don't have to make up this real ID thing. I don't know if it's, I got a license at 21. And then I think I got another one. I had to do something. I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe I went and renewed it. I don't know why I had to do that. But one time when I was 21 and I got that license picture, I was 9 months pregnant. 9 months pregnant. And just like bloated in the face, and I looked miserable, and I was like, this is my license photo. I did not feel like the like pregnant glowing beauty. I was like, this is my license photo. I'm gonna remember this forever. This is terrible. I mean, it was really bad. So I think I was like, yeah, I'll go to the DMV to renew this so I can get a better photo. I don't know why I had to do that. Oh, I had to get a new license when Austin and I got married because I had to update my name. Because when I was 21, we weren't married. We had a baby before we were married. Woo. Yeah, we had a baby before we were married. But that's why I had to get another one, because I had to update my name. So I got a nice picture. And I was able to not have my prego picture anymore. $40 here. Jeez. $40? My gosh. Why? Like, why are they implementing that? Why are they restricting travel? Like, I don't understand. Low volumes are such a pain in the butt to know the right side. I'm telling you. Technically, they were telling me that I didn't have to go to the office to renew, but my picture sucks, so I'm definitely going in. Hey, I know the struggle. I know the struggle. And it's never a good hair day when you have to go. Never. Because of 9/11. That's really interesting, because I feel like there's been so much time that's passed since 9/11. Like, why now? They should have done that immediately after. I just don't understand, like, I guess it's for people who, super proof of who you are as if they don't know who we are now. They just don't know the criminals. Yeah, that makes sense. I see a squirrel out there. Squirrel! We need Tucker out here. If we're saying squirrel, there literally was a squirrel. That's why I looked up. $90 for 5 years in Ontario. What? Ugh. That's ridiculous. Why? Why? To prove that you're not a criminal, you have to pay $90? That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, why? Why is it so expensive? You think they would just, like, update IDs to look a different way? And I know, like, the real IDs do on the back, but you'd think you just, like, have people update their, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I'm just coming up with any reason not to pay $90, $40 for something. That's ridiculous. Especially if you don't fly. If you don't travel? I remember one time I forgot my birth certificate to get bonded, but my mom happened to be with me and she said she was my proof and they accepted her word. LOL. Thanks, Mama. Man. Man, oh man. I don't travel enough to justify that. The more kids we have, the less likely we are to travel. At least until they're all like a little bit older. But most of the places that we want to go, we can just drive to. I like road trips. I think they're really fun. I like going on plane rides too, but they're so dang expensive nowadays. I guess you could make that argument for road trips as well, or literally anything else in life at this point. But airfare is just ridiculous. Plus, you don't have your car, so then, you have to have a rental car to get anywhere, or walk, or Uber. That's expensive. When you road trip, you have your car. You can go wherever you want. I don't mind getting it, but all the paperwork you have to get together for it, and then you have to make an appointment here to get it. I remember that part, I guess. My question is, if I already have the Real ID and I have to go update my address, are they going to charge me again for the Real ID, or are they going to be like, oh, cool, you're like grandfathered in because you already paid for it. You don't have to pay for it again. You're here for something else. Because I will raise a ruckus. I'm telling you. I'm just kidding. I'll pay it. But I'll be very, very resentful. Until recently, auto tags in Ontario were $120 a year. No fee. We got a 2-year rebate last year, part of provincial election campaign. Now no fee. Oh, now no fee? I feel like you should be okay to drive as long as you have car insurance. If you have car insurance, I think that should be like the standard. Why do we need to pay registration? I just paid $10 to renew mine. Okay. We need to just do it. Austin keeps saying that we're going to do it online, but we haven't done it. So I need to be a better accountability partner, I think. I don't think I didn't. Like, where is my phone? I know I didn't come down here without my phone. The thing is, the basement's so clean that if it were down here, I'd be able to see it. Usually it's hiding under a pile of fabric. If I am coming to Kansas in June 2023, either take Amtrak or get the Real ID, as I am not taking Greyhound. LOL. June! I'm so excited. We need to have like a big old meetup. And actually, like, we could call it a meetup because we could just go eat barbecue. We could eat a lot of meat together. I love barbecue. Take you guys to J. Gilbert's and Jack Stack, and then some of like the smaller ones. But J. Gilbert's and Jack Stack are like the two good ones, but they're a little bit expensive. They're more like sit-down barbecue restaurant, or yeah, they're not like takeout barbecue restaurants, which I feel like there's a space for both of those. I don't see my phone. I wonder if it's on the couch upstairs. I don't know. Now I want barbecue. Dang it. I didn't really eat a big lunch. I had some apples and goldfish. So. Barbecue sounds really good. You crack me up, Beth. Meet up. Wouldn't that be so fun? Call it the meet up. We only eat meat the whole trip. I feel like that really explains my trip in Texas with Heather, because we ate burgers almost every day, and then we had some barbecue and more burgers. I was fed really well out there. It was so much meat. I loved it. Austin isn't a huge, like, he likes burgers, but he doesn't really like barbecue. You give yourself cravings over there. I know. I need to stop talking about food. Dangerous. Think about chili. Think about chili. Think about chili. We've got 4 more hours until chili. I don't eat meat. I will eat fish. Ooh, fish is good. I like fish. I like salmon a lot. I like salmon a lot. I like ahi a lot. I like shrimp a lot. I love me some crab legs. Oh, don't even get me started. I really do love crab legs. They're so good. I'm not a huge fan of lobster. Don't really like scallops. I don't like the spongy stuff, you know? I feel like lobster is kind of spongy. Scallops are kind of spongy. I don't want to feel like I'm eating a sponge. Salmon is like delicate and falls apart in your mouth, and there's so many ways you can prepare it. Crab legs are so good. Like, what other food can you dip in butter? Like melted butter. What other food? Tell me right now. 0. I guess popcorn you can drizzle melted butter on. That'd be like a close answer. But what other food do you dip in a bowl of butter? It's amazing. And it's a fun activity. It gets aggression out. It's always like a nice competition. Trying to get like the best piece of meat out of the crab leg. Crab legs! No fish for me. Thanks. I will eat fish as long as someone else cooks it. Crab legs with butter! Yes, and blackened salmon. I'll have to share corn on the cob. You can dip corn in butter. You can. I feel like that's a good answer. I usually take a stick of butter and like rub it on the corn, but to dip it in corn would be good. See, the problem there is that if you dip it in the corn, your salt like is not going to stick to the corn. I have to have an unhealthy amount of salt on my corn on the cob. So you put your butter layer on and then you coat it in the salt and it sticks to the butter. But if you have too much butter, then you lose your salt and then there goes the flavor. You know what I mean? So that's problematic. Crab legs. Oh gosh. I was going to say that as well. Corn on the cob with crab legs and butter. Yeah, that's so good. We used to have a place called Joe's Crab Shack down here, and we used to eat there. Dip the butter in the corn. Whoa, Heather is thinking in like 2050. She's thinking ahead of us all. That's awesome. You know what? The other like best thing, like the other food that I'm thinking of right now, because we're talking a lot about dipping, French dips, okay? French dips, because you know it's a good live stream if there is a wealth of food discussion. Hi, everyone. Hello. No, that's what you said. Dang, you're making me hungry now. I apologize. I'm going to have to go find something. It's not going to be crab legs. I know that. It's going to be disappointing after this conversation. Whatever I find to eat. But let's talk about French dips, because I really like French dips, but I know like my mom hates them because she doesn't like soggy bread. She's like, why would you dip bread in something and make it soggy and then eat it? And I'm like, the French dip, like that's the whole thing. Like it's good. That's why you do it. So where do you guys stand on French dips? I think they're better than chili cheesesteaks or the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Oh my gosh. A nice bowl of au jus and some like crispy bread and some meat and provolone. I skip on the onions because I have the palate of a 2-year-old, but French dips are so good. Like French onion dip? No. Do you not know what a French dip is? My daughter lives in Illinois and they put butter thick on a piece of bread, then wrap the bread around the corn. What? What, Sean? What? Please, I need to reread that. Whoa, okay. Something just happened in my mind. Okay, my daughter lives in Illinois, and they put butter thick on a piece of bread, so like Texas toast. Then wrap the bread around the corn and rub it in. So that's how they apply their butter. We have a little butter applier. I think Austin literally just threw it away the other night because he's like, we cleaned our fridge out and it wasn't bad. We just didn't feel like taking the rest of the butter out and cleaning it, so we're just gonna buy another one probably. But it's like this little cube and you put a stick of butter in it and it's like curved like this and you push the butter up and you rub it on your corn and that way you can get all of the butter on the corn. That's amazing. So maybe tell your daughter to buy one of those because she's wasting bread at this point. She could be making Texas toast. She could be making a French dip. My grandparents were from Iowa and that's how they buttered the corn on the cob too. That's so interesting. I've never heard that before. Ever. French dip every time. French dip, if I go to a restaurant and I'm ordering, a meal, getting burgers at places is too much for me. Unless you're going to somewhere like Red Robin where it's like, that's what they do. It's burgers. You're not getting anything else but a burger. I'll get a burger or like Five Guys, something like that. But if I'm going somewhere and there are options, if I see a French dip as an option, hands down, getting the French dip every time. And that goes for biscuits and gravy on any brunch or breakfast menu. If there's biscuits and gravy or a French dip, that's what I'm eating. Those are my two things. I just love them. And fries with both of them. Oh my, yes, we use what Beth is talking about. It's amazing. It's so nice. You're making me so hungry. I'm about to jump in my car and go to Taco Bell. I know not butter or seafood, but fire sauce. See, Austin's on your team. I'm a mild sauce girl because, again, I'm a wimp. Mild is so good. I've been on like a Taco Bell binge lately where I just like always want a bean burrito, no onions, and a taco. Do I hear music? Someone must have driven by really with loud music. Sounds like a trash can. Love a good French dip. It's so good. I use the bread heel to butter corn. What in the world are you guys doing? I've never heard of that. Nope, the dog loves the bread. That's awesome. Nobody goes hungry at that dinner. I'm eating from a local taco truck now names Taco-O's my friend. That sounds fun. What kind of tacos? Are they street tacos? See, I really like Tex-Mex because it's not like, I can't handle a lot of like the authentic stuff because I don't like tomatoes, I don't like onions, like the pico de gallo, the guacamole, the stuff that they put in all of their stuff, I don't really eat. So I really like the Tex-Mex because usually that just means it's smothered in sauce and cheese, like so much cheese. That's and sour cream. So good. Street tacos here in Winter Haven. Ooh. And from the drive-thru, I must eat the French fries on the way home from driving. Don't tell the law. I'm with you. Okay, I hate buying food and eating it cold. Like, that is a sin. If you're buying food, you have to eat it when it's hot. Tell who what? I didn't hear anything. But there are places that you can get food at, and by the time you get home, it's still going to be hot. And there's two places that I can think of right now, right at the top of my head right now, that serve it fresh every freaking time. It is Culver's and Cane's Chicken. Those are the two places that if you're going through the drive-thru and you're getting your food, even if you're eating there, every single time it is piping hot to the point where you might even have to sit there and like chill for a minute and let it cool off. So I'm confident whenever I get Culver's or Cane's, by the time I get home, it's still going to be good enough to eat. Taco Bell, hit and miss. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's like already old when you buy it and you're like, ugh, this is terrible. Even worse when you get home. McDonald's, hit or miss. They don't always do the fresh food. Cane's and Culver's, fresh, fresh, fresh. Also, Five Guys is pretty fresh. They're fresh every time too. But if you're going to Five Guys, just eat there. Don't bring it to your house. Unless you live like next door, then I mean, that's fine. But Five Guys, you just sit there and you eat the peanuts, and then they have like those really cool Coca-Cola machines where you can get all the drinks you could even think of. Those are the best. Bag fries. I get all the fallout of the holder in the bag. Ooh. I can't wait till I get to Illinois next month. Crecky's fries. Yes. You are so right, Beth. I'm telling you. Need to get you one of the butter rollers from the restaurants used for rolls. And ooh. Man. That'd be awesome. I heat up my plate in the microwave for 20 seconds to warm it up before I put hot food on it. Ooh, that's a good tip too. It helps warm it up. Yeah, it's gotta be hot. Like, nothing is more disappointing than like eating cold food, no matter where you are. It has to be hot. If you're paying for it, it's even more disappointing. And honestly, like, I'm not a huge McDonald's person, but I love their breakfast. It's so good. And I really like Taco Bell, but I don't like their breakfast. So it's nice. Whenever I go to work, I always pass a Taco Bell, and it's been like my special treat to like stop before I get there and like, you know, have a little something at Taco Bell and then go to work. That's been really nice. I like go through the drive-thru and then I sit in my car in the parking lot and I listen to the radio talk show people and listen to what's going on in the world and eat my stuff, and then I continue my drive on to the quilt shop. It's always such a nice time. I did it yesterday. It was fantastic. I will also eat a sushi roll on my way home. Some things make me lose control. LOL, no discipline. What sushi rolls do you get? I have not had great luck with sushi rolls because when I was pregnant with Louise, we got sushi rolls that are really good. Like, Sam's has pretty good sushi. And like, we're grabbing our groceries, so we might as well grab some sushi and eat that, you know. But I threw it up when I was pregnant, and I was like, never again will I throw up seaweed and rice. It's just never happening again. And so I've had a hard time getting back into sushi because I just there's just some things you can't do again. You cannot do over. But I like the California rolls, so technically they're not really. Taco Bell and breakfast just does not compute with me. I know, right? I just don't, it doesn't make sense. Why would they have breakfast? And why do they get rid of things off their menu? Just willy-nilly. I was so bummed to see that they had like a vote, like last week, to bring back, you could pick between two, there's the hole. There it is, guys. Brand new fabric, and there's a hole in it. It's okay, it's just one little piece. I'll just put it right here. But they had a vote where you could either bring back the enchilada or you could bring back the double-decker. And to this day, I don't understand why they ever got rid of the double-decker. It's literally a taco in a soft shell. Like, you can make that so fast. And I used to work at Taco Bell, so like, I know, like, the enchilada is different because you have to put it in a special thing, then you have to make it, then you have to cover it in sauce, then you have to put it in the heat thing. That takes longer. I understand why you took that off the menu. But the double-decker, you have the beans, you have the tortillas, you have the stuff for a taco. It takes 2 seconds to make. Just doesn't make sense as to why they took that off the menu. I'm a little salty about it because that was my favorite. That was my favorite. It was so good. Let's see. My sweetie asked me how I burn my finger going to the drive-thru. I answer, I don't know. As I like fry grease, as I lick fry grease off them. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I love hot, fresh, like crispy, not like super crispy. I don't like soggy fries. A little bit of crunch, just a little bit. I guess like sturdy fries with a lot of salt. It's gotta have salt. The salt's gotta be there. The heat's gotta be there. Taco Bell breakfast. I fully admit to stuffing my face with Fritos chili cheese wrap from Sonic on my drive occasionally, but I have to be really hungry. See, that's one place I don't really eat at Sonic that much. We have some nearby. I keep hearing noises. I'm like waiting to see when Louise is gonna wake up. I really liked Sonic's grilled cheeses, and their fries and their tater tots are really good. And their nerd slushes. But again, I don't remember the last time I ate there. I never eat there. But it's from a restaurant, not Sam's. I love smoked salmon sushi roll. That sounds really good. What's all in that? Tell me. Hello, Nancy. After working for Taco Bell, I did not eat there for a long time as I now know how the meat was cooked and made. Yeah, we just overlook that. We just overlook that, Louine, okay? We don't need to think about that. Don't let it ruin your love for Taco Bell. My favorite thing about working at Taco Bell was the sour cream gun. We are a huge sour cream family, and I just loved being able to go into work because I worked at a KFC Taco Bell. So I would be able to have a biscuit, like a fresh biscuit with some jelly, and then like whenever I'd get hungry, I'd go make a taco, and then, oh, I want like a piece of this chicken. It was so amazing. But the best thing was the freaking sour cream gun, because it's just this big old sour cream gun. It's like, bloop, and you just put it on there, and I know how I like my stuff. I was generous. I made sure that people in the drive-thru were taken care of. I made sure there were, enough nacho cheese in your stuff, enough shredded cheese. I wasn't like a lettuce heavy maker. I cut the fluff out and I made it enjoyable for all. Because the good Taco Bells. The Taco Bells that are not fresh. The Taco Bells that are not clean. And the Taco Bells that hook it up with like sauce. You ask for sauce, they put 30 of them in the bag. They take care of you and it's fresh. That's the good Taco Bell. I worked at KFC 42 years ago. Can't eat it. Yeah, that part of it messed me up because I saw like the KFC side of it. I mean, I love Taco Bell enough to just like accept it for what it is. But KFC, really, the only thing that I can eat there now is mashed potatoes and the biscuits because I really like bread. So, I don't know. The KFC part was a little different. I love salt as well. I overdo it. So far, my pressure is still good. I will take a bag of chips over a cookie any day. Yep, savory over sweet. Oh my gosh. That's why I think I love biscuits and gravy so much. Everyone else is like, I love French toast and some chocolate pancakes smothered in syrup. I'm like, give me the biscuits and gravy with a side of fries, please. Or breakfast potatoes. It's the best. Our KFC and Taco Bell is in the same restaurant. See, that's awesome. That's how it was for the one that I worked at. There's also one not too far away. It's a really, really nice one. It's like in bougie part of like Overland Park where all the like rich people work. And it's a 3-story, I think it's just KFC and Taco Bell. I don't know if there's a Pizza Hut in there. I think it's just the two. But it is a nice one. And so whenever you go there, you're like, oh, I'm dining in luxury today. What level are we gonna sit on? You want to go on that level? It's like obnoxiously bougie for a Taco Bell KFC. And the food's always so good. We haven't been there in a long time because Austin doesn't work there anymore. Austin works on the plaza. The plaza. He calls it the plaza. I have no class, so I call it the plaza. And, so he's not in Overland Park anymore. Smoked sushi roll, avocado, and cucumber. Ooh. Are you a wasabi person? Who can handle wasabi? Be honest. Okay, we don't need to impress anybody. I cannot do wasabi. So, Austin can do it. I have like the hiccup burps. Oh my gosh, I don't even know why. I can't get enough air when I'm breathing. I kind of want to go get a snack now. But I don't know what I want to. I love wasabi. You are a BA. I don't know. That stands for badass. I don't want you to think I'm calling you something mean. You're a badass. Wasabi is no joke. Half square triangles for life. Half of these white parts are going to be wrong side up. I just know it because I always do that with low volume prints. Like that one is wrong side up. Oh, whatever. It's light enough, they're not going to know. It's okay. If I don't know, they're not going to know. I'm trying to catch them. I feel like I need a light on to catch the sheerness of the printed side. But it's hard to tell. Love wasabi. I had a betta fish named Wasabi. The color of my kitchen is wasabi powder by Bear. I may be hooked. Oh my gosh! We have the ultimate wasabi fan in the chat, everybody. Go Terry. Go Terry. That's awesome. I gotta tell you, I love sushi, and it'd be easier to tell you what rolls I don't eat versus what I love. Do you like California rolls? Those are like, at that point, why are you even buying sushi? But I love it. Some just crab meat, seaweed, rice, soy sauce. I stick the cucumber part out, so it's literally just crab meat rolled in the rice and the seaweed, dunked in soy sauce. That's the way I do it. Wasabi almonds are really good. Ooh. I should be cleaning the house right now, but I'm having too much fun, and I'm actually sewing. Like, you guys are my accountability partners as we talk about food. My tummy's about to enter the chat. It's like, feed me. Hubby always gets, that's raw fish on top of rice. We go to our local sushi restaurant. No, I don't eat California rolls. I'd rather pay for spicy tuna roll. That's what Austin likes. He gets the spicy tuna roll. He really likes that. We have a really good sushi place by us. I just feel like it's a waste of money for me to get sushi because I get the California rolls. Like, he gets the fancy stuff that's like, you know, worth spending money on sushi. And I get the stuff where I'm sure when they get the order, they're like, oh, okay. She's getting these. But I'm like that, even with like Chinese food, I'm just real basic. I like sesame chicken, I like orange chicken, but most of the time I'll just get chicken fried rice, and I'm happy. Douse it in soy sauce. Again, perfect. Bam. Don't eat anything else. Austin like gets like the egg rolls, and he likes crab rangoon, and I don't know. I'm more into Italian and like Mexican food and barbecue. Comfort food. Now that I think comfort, like diner food, beats all genres in my mind. In my mind, if I can go eat diner food, it's a good day. No matter what, it's a good day. Sorry, I won't eat raw fish. I feel like that's fine. Don't eat raw fish. I don't think I can eat raw fish either. I mean, I guess I did. When we lived in Hawaii, my mom and my dad, they wanted me to have the raw tuna, and we were at like this really nice restaurant, and they didn't think I was gonna do it. And they're like, okay, Beth, if you eat this tuna, you try it, we'll buy you a bike. And so I ate it, and I loved it, and I ate like a whole bunch of that platter. So, I mean, at one time I did like it, and I liked poke there, but from what I remember, that poke is so different from what poke is here. And I'm scared that it's been so long that if I try it now, like I don't have the same taste buds. But the poke there was so good. Up till recently, we could get 3 rolls for $10. Now it went up, but I still get it. That's not bad. I love Mexican food. My best friend and I always get Mexican when we meet up for lunch together. I mean, can you beat chips and salsa? No. You like throw in even like some espinaca or queso? Oh my gosh, it's a party. Plus, I'm not a huge drinker, but like margaritas are nice. I really like frozen like fruity margaritas that don't really taste like a margarita. And I feel like Mexican food's like the only food you can have a margarita with. I don't like beer or anything, so I was surprised when I went to Hawaii and to a McDonald's and they had Spam burger on menu. Spam is so big out there. Oh my gosh. People go crazy over Spam. It's like a whole thing out there. I was the same way, but if it is prepared for raw consumption, it is really good. I also ate it on a dare, and then I was hooked. See? You just gotta be dared by somebody. Hi, Cindy. How are you doing today? Happy to see you in the chat. How is Texas weather? Spam! Have you tried it, Teresa? I haven't had it in a very long time, so I can't remember. But to be fair, I feel like pregnant eating versus non-pregnant, it's not a fair. Some things just don't work when you're pregnant. Spam, I remember eating a lot of. I just can't really do like the processed meat a lot. And I say that after like raving about Taco Bell. I get it. But like hot dogs, I can't. I swear I have like a gallbladder incident every time I have a hot dog. It's just terrible. I don't like bologna. Deli meat, like I like deli meat. Like I like honey ham. I like stuff like that, but I can't eat it. It makes me sick. So many half square triangles. Low 90s, San Antonio, ready for cooler weather. Ooh, gosh. We got a lot of people from Texas in the chat right now. I don't know what it is here. Hold on. My Alexa is not wanting to cooperate. But it rained really, really hard this morning. And so it's cooled off a little bit. We've been able to open the windows at night. So it's been like the other night it dipped down to like 30 something. It was fantastic. I love waking up cold. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. It's amazing. I hate being hot when I'm sleeping. And our room is the hottest room in the house. So when fall comes around and we get to open the windows and enjoy, you know, the nice cool breeze, it's so nice. We sneezed at the same time. Terry. We're sneezing, but Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Bless you. You shouldn't have cold cuts while pregnant anyway. Yeah, I always like do it. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'm not sick. And then like hours later, my tummy just feels like blah. You know what I mean? It feels like I had McDonald's. You know that feeling where you eat McDonald's and then like later in the day you're like, oh, I just feel like, I don't feel like I'm gonna get sick. I just feel blah. So, no more of that. Can you believe next week we're already halfway done? We'll be 20 weeks. And I'll get to go do the 20-week anatomy scan, and that's where like they measure all of the bones and everything to make sure that he's growing on track and there's no like health concerns or anything. So that's really exciting because I haven't seen him since like 8 weeks. I think I was like 6 weeks actually. So he's gonna be like an actual formed baby this time. Rather have their chili. Me too, Texas. Jellied ham products. We sneak from Texas, but now in California. Man, so many Texas. The only thing I will willingly order from McDonald's is French fries. We will get French fries for Zoe because she loves the French fries. The only thing that I get from there, like sometimes we order, I mean, it's not like I never eat there. I hate when the chain gets so long that it just gets tangled. Like this. I'm going to separate them. Louise will probably be waking up here soon anyway. The thing that I love is an Egg McMuffin with, like, I'm not even kidding, I will order 3 hash browns. I'm really outing myself here. I love their hash browns. I used to get 3 for myself, but to be honest, I give 1 to Addie, and Louise also likes to take 1 from me for, you know, part of 1. So I end up with just 1 now, but I could eat so many of their hash browns because unlike their fries, the hash browns are usually always crispy and like salty, and you can't go wrong with the crispy potato. A deep fried potato. Like, come on. It's amazing. Yay, you get to see baby Archie. I'm so excited. He's so active. He's very active at night, and I feel him every day now. And I feel him like going higher and higher, which sounds like really weird, but I feel like the movement's moving up instead of like really, really low. Like as he gets bigger, it's just gonna keep getting up and up until I'm on here one night with bruised ribs, like, I want to not be pregnant anymore. That day will come. But for now, he is not causing me discomfort at all, so it's fantastic. But we'll see in like 10 weeks. Let me know. I'll let you know how I'm feeling. He's in your ribs. Not yet. Not yet. Thank goodness. But he's starting to migrate a little bit. I feel like the movements are getting stronger too. Austin was able to feel it the other night. Him like bumping on my belly. I was like, look, feel. Poor Austin. Every time I'm pregnant, I just like take his hand and like put it on my belly, and he is only operating with one hand for like an hour because I'll just leave his hand there so he can like feel all the bumps. And I'm like, did you feel that? Did you feel that? He's like, yeah. Not that he doesn't love it, but I feel for like a guy, they don't have like, I don't know. I think that's why I want him to feel my tummy when I feel Archie or like our babies, because I want him to feel like physically connected to the baby, because we're so blessed as moms. Like we get to carry the baby and have that connection like from the beginning, and they miss out on that. So I harass him and steal his hand for a while and say, feel my belly. You're gonna feel it. My dad loves hormel. Is that canned chili? Because I think my parents like that too. I like my mom's chili. That's about it. She doesn't put any like tomatoes in it. It's literally just beans, like kidney beans and other types of beans. It's all beans and ground beef and then sauce. And then she puts an IPA, like a beer in it. And it cooks all day and it's so freaking good. I'm really picky with the chili, and because most of the time it's just texturally not my thing to have like onions and tomatoes and like watery chili. I can't do that. I'll have to take a picture or a video and post it on here tonight and show you how we eat our chili and what the chili looks like, because it's so good. That's why I have a little deep fryer at home. See, I want a deep fryer because, oh, I'm so jealous. We had one growing up. My dad would make homemade fries, and it was so freaking good. Like, you don't even need to go buy fries because you can just make fresh fries that are crispy and salty to your liking whenever you want. I'm so jealous. I remember when I was pregnant with my first, he spent the last 3 or 4 months on the last, oh God. That sounds terrible. Yeah, been there. That sounds, it literally feels like your ribs are bruised. And like sitting is so uncomfortable because you feel like you really have to have like the posture like this to like stretch out your belly so that your ribs are like stretched out. It doesn't matter. They just jab them even higher up there. Like, oh, thanks for making more room, Mom. Let me just make myself comfortable and jab my foot in your rib. It's so painful. That's like the worst part. That and heartburn. Gosh, heartburn every night. Like, you can get heartburn from water. That is just, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be hydrated. Like, punish me. I remember those. I had one forever until the heating element finally went out. I want a deep fryer now. Maybe I'll add that to my Christmas list. Because we always have potatoes. Because I really like I like potatoes. That's just, I love potatoes. And we make a lot of baked potatoes. And so a lot of the times, sometimes we don't eat all of the potatoes before like they start going bad. So it'd be nice to be like, oh, we need to use up these potatoes. Let's make fresh fries. Oh my gosh. And Zoe would have like the best life ever. She's a fry girl. She would be so happy. Okay. Look at that. All right, we're going to be quiet for a second and listen to see if Louisa's awake. I don't hear her. My grandson took his first 3 consecutive steps while we were babysitting yesterday. I felt kind of bad, but he was so ready and couldn't wait for my daughter to get home. Oh, that's so exciting! Congratulations! I love that. That is so special. Once in a lifetime. I feel like I need to cut more 5-inch squares. But how many? I feel like this is about 50. Maybe I doubled the pattern. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Let's see if this is 50. I think it is because I might have doubled the pattern. I cut this fabric a long time ago. Besides ketchup, what else do y'all like to dip your fries in? Me, blue cheese dressing. Ooh, ranch. I love home-style ranch. It's so freaking good. So whenever you go to a restaurant and they have like their own house ranch, always go for the ranch. And then I like mixing mustard and ketchup and mayo and like making the special sauce. But like other sauces would have to be like from restaurants, like Arby's sauce. So good. So good. I love Arby's sauce. Like that's one of the sauces that I could just like drink from the pouch. It's so good. I feel like Arby's sauce, Taco Bell sauce, and Cane sauce are like out of this world. Those sauces, they know their sauce. Like if a restaurant has a good sauce, done. Cisco mayo. Ooh. You get heartburn from water because it is acidic, Beth. I have checked both tap water and filtered and bottled, and tap water and filtered have more acid than bottle, but bottle also has it. Oh my gosh. Well, then I guess I'm just not going to drink any water anymore. That's so frustrating because I don't get heartburn normally, like when I'm not pregnant, from drinking water. It's always when I'm pregnant. I'm just like more susceptible to it. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. So there's 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I don't know why. That must have been extra or something. So I guess I'll cut 50 more of these, and I guess I'm just doubling this pattern. So how big is this? How big is it? There we go. Okay. So if I double the large size, okay, yeah, I did double it. The large size is 60 by 60. So it's going to be 120 by 120. It's going to be a big quilt. Big quilt. Which a wide back, I'm not even doing a wide back. I'm piecing the back, so that's fine. I'm going to need like, I should have enough for the back. Sriracha mayo, that sounds good. Ooh, there's this place called Lion's Choice, and it's so yummy. It's like an elevated Arby's. Like it's really good, and it's from St. Louis, but they have some in Kansas City that we would like to go to, like when we want to treat ourselves, and it's so freaking good. I kind of want to go get a French dip from them this week because it's so good. But they have like a whole sauce bar, and it's really fun. And I like to get the Chipotle ranch, and then I put ketchup in there and I mix it up. It's so good. It's so good. It's just enough spice for me. Just know that's normal. You drink it, you need it. I know I need to drink so much water. I got a new water bottle, and the kids have taken over. They love this water bottle. Whenever I get it out to drink it, Louise freaks out. She's like, "Banana!" and comes like running and needs to have it. But I can't like buy her one of her own because it's an Awala water bottle. It's one of like the new fads. I bought into it. I got the dang water bottle. I know. But it has a straw and it has like a open like spout, and they can't have that because she doesn't understand she has to close it with an open spout. So like if I give her the water bottle, she'll just drink what she wants and then lay it down on the couch. She laid it down in my lap the other day with ice cold water, and it was really refreshing. It was really nice. I was so like, what is that? And now there are shrimp and french fries in the oven. Thanks, everyone. You're welcome, Terry. You're eating good because of us today. Yes, sriracha mayo on corn on the cob. Rolling it back to the corn. Ooh, solid transition. Back to the corn. I so need to move back home as I miss all the good places to eat. No Sonic, no Arby's, no Whataburger. And I'm jealous of you guys in Texas because you have In-N-Out Burger. And I know I'm going to get a lot of heat from the Texans, but I like In-N-Out better than Whataburger. I think that I would rather eat In-N-Out. I think In-N-Out is so good. I had the Whataburger out in Texas, and I seriously insulted Heather and Whitney because they were like, okay, now rate your burgers. And I was like, In-N-Out. In-N-Out's so good. I love it. It's like a blast from the past. I like their sauce too. I just love In-N-Out. I wish they would expand their horizons and not like withhold from the rest of us in the United States because it's so not cool. I'm in the middle of the United States. I'm the furthest from the coast, I feel like, and I am never going to have In-N-Out unless I go travel. It's just sad. It's just very sad. That and Moe's. Do you guys have Moe's? There's a Moe's in Branson, Missouri. Whenever, and in St. Louis, if we ever go to the Missouri side, I have to stop at Moe's. I'm not a Chipotle girl, but Moe's is so freaking good. It's like Chipotle, but better. Arguably so much better. I'm getting ready to melt some cheese onto a tortilla so I can get past this overwhelming desire to go to Taco Bell. Do it. Do it. Go to Taco Bell. Go to Taco Bell. Go to Taco Bell. I'm not going to be someone that talks you off the Taco Bell ledge, like, ever. I'm going to be like, you go, girlfriend, and get me a taco, too. I have a friend from Ecuador. He said his family eats it that way. Ooh. I have to try that. Nope, Whataburger is better. I'm going to get some flack in there. I like Culver's burgers the best. I really like Culver's as well. I think Culver's has a very good, oh, it's my dog. I keep thinking it's Louise. They have a very good, like, Culver's is just amazing. And they have custard. So, like, Culver's, keep doing your thing. Their fries are amazing. Their chicken, like, on their kids' meal, the chicken nuggets or the chicken tenders, so freaking good. And they have, like, Chick-fil-A hospitality. Like, every time you go to a Culver's, that's the one thing about their brand that just sets them apart, I feel like. They have amazing employees that are very, very nice and go out of their way to, like, Culver's is great. We have Moe's. Do you like Moe's? I love Moe's. We used to have one, and funny enough, like, that was years ago, like maybe 20 years ago. Now it's a Chipotle. And I just think Moe's is so much better. So, so good. Just make the nachos. Terry's gonna be the good little angel on your shoulder, and I'm gonna be the bad angel. Go to Taco Bell. I also like the roast beef sandwich. Ooh, I from Culver's? I don't think I've ever had a roast beef sandwich from them. We have one In-N-Out here, and it's always packed. I order the 3x3 with cheese, no onions. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I would have eaten at In-N-Out like every day if I could. Like, I love their cheeseburger and just like their fries and a milkshake. It's so stinking good. We just got Culver's here. I thought they were custard only. Oh no. You need to try their food. It's really good. Like I said, Culver's is one of those restaurants where you are always going to get fresh food. Always. You go there, it's hot. It's always good. They have really good, what are they called? Cheese curds. Get their cheese curds. Austin really likes the cheese curds. They also have pretzel bites. I like their fries. I'm an easy girl to please. Just get me the classic fries. I'm good. I think they also have mozzarella sticks, maybe. And burgers and all that. It's so good. I'm a fan of Moe's. I have the cheese out. Hubby is home, so no sneaking away to Taco Bell for me. Hey, just offer to get him something. I need to go eat too. I'm so hungry now. I like Moe's, but we have a burrito bar here, just saying. Ooh. Just make the nachos. Everyone, you're making me look bad. Okay, just make the nachos. Just do it, Amy. Just make the nachos. Don't go to Taco Bell. Don't go to Taco Bell. Just say you have to go to the grocery store real quick. The Culver's near me is terrible. The one that was where my father-in-law lived was great. Oh, that's such a bummer. Yes, Whataburger is good, but agree on In-N-Out. Yum, yum. See, I've got Cindy on my team. She's a Texan. It counts. It all checks out. I'm gonna have to tell Heather that another Texan agreed with me. Cause yeah. One day, and now if you're watching this, I know you're not. Please come to Kansas City. You would be so successful here. We like food here just as much as people on the coast do. Just come on. Don't discriminate. We can see you, Beth. Bad influence. Burrito bar burritos can feed a family of 4, just saying, and it's right down the street. Ooh, burrito bar. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up right now. Burrito bar burritos. Is that the El Toro Taco? No. Burrito bar taco. Wow. Oh, it's like a restaurant. Burrito Bar USA. Austin would lose his mind over this. Is this better than Moe's? Find a location. Okay. Yeah, there's none in Kansas. Let's look at their menu. I don't care. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'll look at yummy food, even though it's nowhere near me. Ooh, those nachos look good. Burrito bowls, bean and cheese, crunchy chicken. And that's the thing with Chipotle. I feel like their chicken is so spicy. I can't even eat it anymore. Tacos, quesadillas, extreme fries. Fries loaded with your choice of protein, queso, and fresh veggies. Ooh. Extreme chips. Nacho chips loaded with your choice of protein, queso. Oh my gosh. It's a restaurant. It is better than Moe's. One day I'll have to try it. And margaritas. Okay, I have to go now, LOL. Bye. I was watching a TikTok where the guy gave his friend a pile of taco shells, and he said that, what am I supposed to do with those? Then the guy cut them up and made them into nachos. Now the friend was happy. Have you seen where they do they put aluminum foil all over a table? Sorry, I got another hiccup. They put aluminum foil all over a table, and they put like cooked meat, they put the cheese, they put all this stuff, and they just like dump chips on the table, and everyone just sits around the table and eats off the table, like table nachos. For the record, there's an In-N-Out in Plano, not near the coast. I think that's the one we went to in Plano. I think that's where we went. I'm pretty sure that was the one. Plano seems really familiar, like she talked about Plano. I don't know, I just knew I was in Texas. That's about it. Oh, well, I'm staying. I just am putting the forks down. We have an In-N-Out here in Denver. Haven't tried it. Go try it. Go try it, Katie, right now. Don't squander the opportunity to have an In-N-Out where you are and not eat there. At least try it. At least try it. You don't have to love it. You don't have to rave about it. Just try it. Just try it. And then, send me a picture so I can live vicariously through your eating. Okay, well, I don't hear Louise. So I'm going to try and sew through all of these. Plano to Austin is a okay. Never mind. See, I have no idea what I'm talking about. It was in Austin then. That's the thing about Texas. Like, I feel like there's not a lot of Kansas exclusive restaurants. Like, it's just not that way. Like, she would be hungry and she was like, well, what do you want, this? Or let's take Beth to here. And I'm like, we have a good 5 solid options, maybe 10. I don't know why. This is obviously 10. 5 options to choose from in Kansas. It's like, hey, Heather, have you ever heard of Taco Bell? We have those in Kansas. Hold the phone. So I literally was like, I was trying to think of all the things that I could. Like, what's a restaurant that we have that they don't have? Because when she comes here, I'm taking her there. You guys don't have a Big Biscuit. Big Biscuit's pretty good. I mean, it's not like insane food, but it's really good. We do not have In-N-Out. Oh, bummer. It's so good. I just wish they would. Come on. Come to the heartland, to the middle of the USA. Give me a burger. But I agree, Culver's and Five Guys are like the two like good ones. Five Guys is really good. And I really like their mayo. Beth, my husband just asked if you were making a smoothie. Nope. This machine has a lot of like oomph. It's like, let's go. I might have to go make a smoothie though, because you guys are making me hungry. Totitos in Texas was very good, but I think they closed recently. What did they make? Yep, now that you mention it, my hubby told me about that one. I don't get down that way much. Well, if you're in Plano, I don't think I'd make a 5-hour drive for a burger either. We're going to St. Louis in a little bit, and they have a Moe's, and I'm like, Austin, bare minimum, we're going there twice. We're going there on the way in, we're going there on the way out, and I'm getting a big old burrito and some chips and cheese and my Hi-C orange drink, and it's going to be a good day. Nope. She's running high-powered machinery. It's industrial! So I basically have to make another set of these. So whenever you guys want to, have me jump on and talk about food again for, a couple hours, let me know. I still don't hear Louise. I'll have to go track down my phone and look at her camera. Cheese is melting on my nachos. Oh, that sounds so good. We're gonna have to get a snack. I don't want to fill up before chili though, because I'm gonna at least have 2 bowls. And then a nightcap bowl. Plano is where the plain O people live. Heather, you tell me this as if I'm not directionally challenged and have no idea what you're talking about. Texas is like a whole country to me. In Kansas, there's like Kansas and then there's Kansas City. That's about it. And Kansas City is technically Missouri, so. Aw, man, I'm out of Fireside. Just have hot sauce. Guess I'll have to go to Taco Bell tomorrow. Aw, darn it. We have a whole bag. I'm not even kidding. It's like 5 pounds now, full of sauce. We are never without sauce. No way. I'm struggling to try and cut my steampunk fabric. It's a panel and more I just can't decide. It also has small box prints, I think, on it too much. Panels are so hard. And you love that fabric, so it makes it even harder. Just go for it. Just do it. I checked out their menu. When they first opened, the police had to direct traffic for a full block around the In-N-Out. I believe it. That's how the Whataburger's here. Because Patrick Mahomes is from Texas, so he was able to get Whataburger here. They also just opened a Dutch Bros, which is something kind of like, you know, In-N-Out and Whataburger, where it's not always like everywhere, and so that's a huge thing. I'm sure that's so busy still. I'm not a huge coffee person, but if they open an In-N-Out, I might brave it and wait for my stuff. Richardson is where the kids call into the radio to see if school is closed. Yeah, you guys can't handle snow, that's for sure. But you guys don't have, like, the same infrastructure. That snowstorm that you guys had a while back, oh gosh, we watched that from here and we're like, that doesn't look that bad, but it was wrecking your buildings. Because we get a lot of snow down here. You know, it's hit or miss. Some years we get more than others sometimes, but we have our fair share of snow out here. Wow, you're still on? I went to the post office. Yay! I know, I'm gonna cut all these, not cut them, I'm gonna like trim the threads. And then I need to go check on Louise because she's being suspiciously quiet. I don't have my phone, so I can't check her camera. I don't hear her crying, so I'd for sure be able to hear her cry. Can't trust them. It wrecked the power grid. Oh gosh. Yeah, and didn't it just mess up all of your windmills, and I guess that's part of the power grid. Yeah, I don't know. That sucks. You guys don't have basements either, which is weird. I feel like every house has to have a basement. That's just how I've lived. I guess in Hawaii we didn't have a basement in that house. But then since then, I've lived in a house with a basement. So whenever I go somewhere and there's not a basement, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Where's the rest of your house? I haven't cut my tulip, but I do touch it now and then. Story of like a quilter's life. That's hilarious. Okay, been fun, but I have to run to the post office, ship off a bag. You guys are being so responsible. 2 post office trips and a missed Taco Bell experience. We took her off the ledge of the Taco Bell trip. I'm so proud of you guys. Bye, Louine. Have a good day. Someone bought one of my messes. I haven't done anything with Deja Vu yet. I'm playing catch up right now. I did cut into my tiny beast yesterday. Ooh. We have a basement, and I live in a condo. We all have basements. Well, that's good. We don't have a basement. I wish we did, though. No basement in Florida would be underwater. Good point. Good point there. It was so cute. So Addington and Zoe are in Alabama, and they are going to the beach, and I told Addie when I was packing for him, I was like, okay, we need your swimsuit so you can go to the beach. And he's like, are there crocodiles in there? And I'm like, no, there's no crocodiles. There's no crocodiles in the ocean. And he was like, are there whales and sharks? I'm like, nope. I didn't want to be like, yeah, they are, but they're very far out in the water. But he was so concerned about crocodiles, and it just made me think, I was like, dude, you're going to be fine. Are there crocodiles in Alabama? I feel like it's close enough to Florida, maybe. Yay! Now we have to cut 50 more background squares and make 50 more half square triangles. Well, prepare 50 more 2 at a time. So we're going to have 200 half square triangles for this quilt. Boy. No basement in Florida. Yes, the deja vu must be a win-win. Okay, I'm going to have to go. I still don't hear her. When it's suspiciously quiet, that's when you worry. So, I've been on for quite some time. No crocodiles here, but we have had gators on our beach. Oh gosh. Now, don't lie to your kid. Just tell him all the saltwater crocodiles live in Australia. Gator. Gotta watch for gators. Oh gosh. That's so scary. Yeah, I'm glad in Kansas. I mean, what do we have to fear in Kansas? There's really not much. I mean, there's like the occasional, like, lately people around us have seen like bobcats or like cougars, mountain lions, but there's really not anything in Kansas to fear. It's pretty boring. I'm zoning out. I'm thinking about all the food that we talked about. And Archie just kicked me like, hey, why are you sitting like this? This is uncomfortable for me. Move your leg. It's nacho time. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go make something. But again, I don't want to eat too much because I'm going to fill myself. I'm going to gorge myself on chili in a few hours. So, I will catch you all on the flip side. I have 50 more of these to make, so maybe I'll come on tonight. Maybe not. We'll see what my energy is like. My energy levels have just been bloop down. So I'm proud of myself for not napping today and for doing some sewing. Tornadoes? Well, yeah, but you know, that's like in animal form, there's really not a lot for you guys to fear here. Tornadoes are just like one time a year, you know? And, you know, it's a hit or miss. It's like you're either in a good part of town that like never gets hit by a tornado, or you're in, you know, some areas that get hit like every single year. And you're like, why do you even live there? Joplin was a big one several years ago. And Joplin's about, you know, 4 hours from here. I mean, there's been tornadoes in Lawrence. Last year there was tornadoes. There were a lot of tornadoes last season that were close, but, you know, you go down there for precaution and you get in your tornado bunker, but like, really, and God's gonna spite me. Like, I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm comfortable. I feel like we won't be hit by a tornado, but we'll see. That might happen next year. Be praying for us, because I just spoke it into existence. I was swimming years ago on Coney Island in New York, and a shark swam between my sister and I said, get out of the water to her, and she didn't want to listen. She never listened to me. She thought I was kidding. Gosh. Go eat some food for that baby. I'm a big believer in naps, especially when struggling with fatigue. Yeah, I think I just need to be eating a lot more. I mean, I eat. It's not like I don't eat, but maybe that's why my energy is so low too. I totally napped today, but I feel cruddy, so I have an excuse. You never needed an excuse for a nap. Nap when you want to nap. You never need an excuse. Y'all know I lost my home in Sandy. Oh gosh. That sounds terrible. Must confess to feel a nap coming on. I feel like a nap coming on too. Maybe if I go eat, that'll go away. Okay, I'll stop rambling. I'll stop rambling and talking your ear off. Thanks for everyone who came in the chat today and kept me company, kept me accountable. I finally made some progress on this quilt, and I'll be working on this for the next while. So, yeah, maybe I'll come on tonight. If you guys promise to be in the chat and keep me company, I will come on and I will work on this, or I won't. We'll see. All right. Bye. Giving you all hugs. I guess I just woke up from a nap. I guess you played the entire time. You took a dang good nap. I'm jealous. But I had a really good time. I had really fun. I haven't been coming on as much, and when I do, it's really nice. I always have fun. You guys all come on, and it's been great. So, giving you hugs, hugs, hugs. All right. Bye. I'm going to go stuff my face now.